Welcome, Warrior fans, to Reed Field in a brand new year of Washington Warrior football. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris, and we're excited to be a part of the Squirtle family now. Hopefully, we can provide a better stream for you guys, and obviously free of charge. So if you're not able to make it to the games this year, make sure you go to WashingtonWarriors.tv, and we'll hook you up with all these football games. But Kyle, looks like a beautiful night for football right now.
Yeah, TJ, low 90s. A little bit better than what we've been to the past week or so. We've been up in the upper 90s. Great night for football. TJ, 2021 football year, and coming off of state finals, runner-up last year. Ready to jump into it with this bunch.
Yes, sir. So we're going to go ahead and start with the coaches show from with Stuart McPherson interviewing Coach Brad Beller. We got senior night tonight, so we're going to try to get those festivities involved too. And so and hope you guys enjoy the first show here on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Welcome, everyone. Week number one of the Brad Beller's Coaches Show for the Washington Warriors 2021 season. We're going to talk to Coach Beller about this year's Warriors team as they have just came off of a state final run last year, coming up short against Cassia Hall in the finals, and what Coach Beller has planned for this year for this Warriors team, what his outlook is, and what we can expect in tonight's ball game as the Pawnee Black Bears come to town for the home opener for the Warriors. We'll do all that right after this on the Sports Leader, KBLP.
We try to get you on elevators.
Back with Coach Brad Beller of the Washington Warriors. Brad, a good season last year. We always talk about if you get to the finals, there's in Class 2A, there's 62 other teams that would love to take your place, even though you didn't come away with a state championship, but you're there. And that's experience that a lot of teams don't ever get to experience. It's a lot of extra reps for your young kids to prepare them now for this year. Looking back on last year, Brad, now that you've gotten away from it, you probably can look at it a little differently. The hurt's probably still there, but it's something that hopefully your team's building on.
Yeah, it was a proud moment. It's a proud year. It's a year that, because of all the crazy circumstances that everyone will remember, and then that crazy run through the playoffs, having to turn around and play, Purcell and Jones in an outstanding game, and then you go on the road to an Adair, a perennial power, and Adair, and win. Come back home and get to play a semifinal on your home field versus a great Beggs team, and then ultimately a state championship and a very fun, big atmosphere up at UCO. So I'm just very, excited for what that success is going to build with this team, and we let it fuel us. About January, February, that was something that hurt, still fueled us. And then once we got to after spring break, it seemed like the excitement for this coming year took over, and the gravity of this season started to pull us along. And we just continued to build momentum throughout these last couple months.
Brad, going into this year, what's your numbers like? How many players you got out this year?
We started out about 63. We're down to about 58. Just many different variables of, we have a lot of kids that do a lot of things. We had a couple wanted to go to cross country and everything, but, we have a very large sophomore and freshman numbers. And so, well over a third of our team, 2/3 of our team, right at 2/3 of our team is underclassmen. So we don't have a real big senior class, 10 total, but it is a very good athletic senior class, and so they've been in a lot of big ball games. So we combined a very good mixture of upperclassmen with underclassmen, and they're starting to gel together. We're not right now as close as what the team was last year during the playoffs, but playoffs really pull you together. Right now we're in survival mode, just trying to get through the heat, and you get everything in and ready for the first game. But as this season draws near, we're starting to gel together more and more as a team.
The heat is just sort of came back on us this week, and getting ready for your game Friday night. Let's go back to last week. You had a scrimmage at Tuttle. Team you scrimmaged last year. You had Tuttle and Piedmont. last year, just totaled this year. What did you come out after that scrimmage? How was your thoughts getting ready for this week?
You know, when we started out, our 8th and 9th grade went, and then our JV went. And those two groups probably excelled my expectations for what 8th, 9th, and sophomores would do. But they executed flawlessly. They were very physical. When we got to our high school, and your high school is playing the 4A number 1 team, you know that it's going to be tough sledding in some spots, and that's exactly what it was. If we played with bad technique, one person played with bad technique on the offensive defense side, they had success. When we all did our job, there were times where when that happened, we had some success. And I think that it let our players know why we started doing this last year is to build that consistency, that we're not ready to go play for a state title right now. That this moment for right now and last week, building up to December 10th and 11th, that will give you the opportunity to be there. But if we don't take it day by day, step by step, that when we get to those championship caliber teams, we cannot keep making the same mistakes. And sometimes we did, sometimes we didn't. But it's exactly what I was hoping for this group, because I think that they needed to have their eyes open a little bit to, hey, we've got a different level we got to get to.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about, you said you got 10 seniors coming back. You do have some, especially on the offensive side of football, you've got some very skilled guys, and especially at wide receiver.
Yeah, you look at, there are five guys, really 6 if you wanted to, on the offensive side that we could rotate of all seniors. And so you have, Kobe Scott, that's been a mainstay for the last 3, now going on 4 years. Luke Hendricks was the best wide receiver on the team as a freshman, and then got injured and was not able to kind of compete his sophomore year. Came back last year before he broke his leg and was unbelievable, was dynamic. Then you have Lane Still, that was kind of the hero of the playoffs. I mean, he
big catches.
Was really good defensive player all year. Big catches. I think everyone will remember the 75-yarder against Jones that, put us over the top in that game. You have Jamison Holland. You have Rhett Vaughn that started as a sophomore on a great 2019 team. Then you have Reese Stevens that prefers to just play defense, but is very capable backup to Kobe Scott. So you look at all these seniors, and there is a lot of ability and a lot of skill to go around in all the positions that we need.
And you lost your quarterback, you lost your running back, but your Scott kid coming back, got some playing time last year. He got a lot of carries, especially throughout the playoffs.
He did. He was a change of pace back. You had Chase Allison that when he hit people, it just looked like it hurt. I mean, he wasn't a striker. He was just a heavy body. And then Cole comes in. It's just 100 miles an hour from the word go. And he didn't have a ton of yards the other night, but he ran physical and he was falling forward, even if it was a yard gain or no yard gain. I mean, he was moving, and he's going to be a very special back, I think, because he's just kind of lightning in a bottle. I mean, he just bam. He's not a jitterbug or a scat back. He's a really good zone cut guy. He's a gap guy, and that fits our scheme. It fits our offensive line. And, he's got some capable backups that can go, but we're trying to rest him on defense so he can be that bell cow that we need.
Well, Brad, let's take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the game at hand tonight as the Warriors get set to take on Pawnee here at Reed Field for the home opener in 0 week. We'll be back with the coach right after this on KBLP. Back with head coach Brad Beller of the Washington Warriors. Brad, Pawnee coming to town, a Class A school, but had a very tough ball game with them last year.
Yeah,
early.
It was the first game is a 0 week game, and they run such a crazy offense, and that it's going back to 1920s football. I mean, it is ground and pound, run the ball, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And so very big and heavy up front. They just kind of lean forward, keep the ball away from you, can frustrate your offense sitting on the sideline, just because they can keep the ball away from you. But once we kind of made some adjustments defensively and we're able to get them off the yard, they struggled with our offense. And that's something that we're going to have to do this year is make sure that our first downs, that if we can keep them in second and long, that hurts them a little bit. And so I think that those are some things, seeing them last year hopefully will help us prepare for this year.
Brad, one thing that we talked about, your skill people that are coming back. One person I think you'll agree that you're going to miss is your kicker. Do you have somebody that can come in? Have you found that person? You're probably not going to find as good of a kicker, but do you have somebody that can come in and where you're not going for two every time? Let's say it that way.
We are going to do this by committee. Kobe Scott's going to punt, which he's punted in the past too. He rotated as a sophomore with Cade Du Bois as Caden was trying to learn the punting side of things. Kobe will probably kick off as well. He's a toe puncher, but he'll if he gets it clean, he can get it down inside the 10. We also have a guy that come out, Sam Hegeman, that's Coach K's baseball player. You know how we are with the kickers. We pull them from everywhere. He's one that he can punch it from 35, 37 yards. It's not, doesn't quite have the boom, that Cade has, but he's got a lot of upside. And right now we don't need it from 30, 35 yards. We need it from 20.
Right.
We need it just a 2-point conversion, get some height on it, get it through the uprights. And so we'll use these first 3 games to really kind of get him in tuned. He's going to look like he's a linebacker when he trots on the field. He's a real stout, hard-working kid. And so for him to step up and do what he's doing to help us is going to be big. So Sam, Kobe, and then Mason Thomas is another guy that can jump in there, sky kick it on kickoff, and also punch an extra point through if he needs to.
You've added some new coaches to your coaching staff, mainly in Question Austria, that has come in and you've turned over the reins to the offense to him. How are you going to do that, Brad? How is it come Friday night when it's time to make that call, you're going to sit back and say, it's his? Are you going to be in his ear? Are you just hands off now?
Finishing 14 years, just finished my 14 years as a head coach, to not call play. I feel like it's allowed me to be more involved on both sides of the ball. I always felt like last year if I was on the defensive side of the ball, I was shortchanging the offensive side. When I was on the offensive side, I wasn't coaching the linebackers and helping with the D-line and different things like that. So I think this is going to allow me to have a little bit of input on both sides, where maybe with Queston, he's called plays since 2011. I mean, he was the offensive coordinator. His first year was a semifinal run at Lindsay. And so there's full faith and trust. He's beat us as many times as we beat
tried
him.
to hire him before.
We have tried. Yeah, we've done that several years back. And so glad to have him here. He came in a great year with all these skill positions that are back. And so he is a huge addition to what you don't have to. It's just like having Coach K on the defense side of the ball. If you turn your back on that side of the ball, things are still getting done. And so I really feel like for me, being able to maybe manage the game and the clock a little bit more, just kind of staying in their ears as far as what we want to do. Think about a 4th down call right here, whatever it might be. I'm going on 4th down. Hopefully it'll take me some weeks to get involved or to get it down, but I'm looking forward to it and definitely glad that he's on staff.
Let's talk real quick about the upcoming season, Brad. We start out with Pawnee, first 3 games, non-district games, and then your district play starts. Let's break this into 2 sessions, the non-district and then the district play. Talk about the 3 non-districts real quick, what you're expecting to gain from those 3 games.
Well, from Pawnee is the obvious of just who's going to go stick their nose on someone, who's going to be downhill physical, just kind of a tough, hard-nosed game. That is what that game's going to bring us. And then we go Sulphur, and that's enough said. I mean, they're always going to be physical. They're always going to be athletic. They're going to be able to run. They're going to be long, very similar to Tuttle, from what we saw last week. And so that brings the best out in you. When you play a perennial, blue blood, if you want to even call it a 2A, 3A blue blood that they've been for 40 years since Coach Dixon's been down there, that right there is just going to gain some playoff type atmosphere and pressure.
And that's a home game too, right?
And that's a home game. First road game is going to Lindsay.
Right.
And that's a rival. To me, I mean,
Especially since you hired their offensive coordinator.
Yeah, Purcell and Lindsey's offense.
Both, yeah.
But, with Lindsey, you're always going to get a team that they are very well coached. They're always in position. They're going to sling it around. It'll be the first time that we really see the ball put in the air a whole lot. And so that challenge in itself is going to be big for us. And then a team, they usually bring a ton of pressure. They're going to be blitzing. And so we get to see the full gamut in those first 3 games that should prepare us not only for district play, but also a playoff run and whatever we see.
Right. And then your district is still just it's a juggernaut that you've got to be ready to play every week.
Yeah, and we start out, with Purcell, another rival. We do at least get them at home, and then turn around, and you're going against Bethel and CCS and different things like that. They're all playoff teams, and CHA. Our district was a very competitive district last year in the playoffs, so. You cannot take a week off. You cannot slouch and say, we've arrived and show up. So we've got to stay on our toes, and it'll be a fun schedule to finish out the year.
Well, let's wrap this up, Brad. Talk about our keys to victory tonight over Pawnee. You're going to a new offensive coordinator. You're going to have a new quarterback starting, new running back starting. You've got a lot of things to look at tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a big test for all those newcomers to see.
We're going to cut Coach Beller's coach show short. We're going to go ahead and go to senior night tonight. This is 2021-22 seniors on the first game. Try to get these football players recognized before the season starts. Kind of like that. It's a good start to the season, in my opinion. Kyle, what do you think?
Yes, sir. A little bit different, bumping senior night up to the first night. Like you said, just kind of gets the seniors recognized, gets the season off to a good start, and especially with Pawnee coming in here tonight. We don't know much about them, but should be a good match for first night football.
Senior football players this year include wide receiver number 2 Luke Hendricks, number 3 wide receiver Kobe Scott. We have number 6 Rhett Vaughn, plays the slot and linebacker as well as backup quarterback. Jamison Holland, number 9, who's a wide receiver. And then you have Lane Steele, 21, another wide receiver, defensive back. Reese Stevens, 22, wide receiver, defensive back. Lane Spalding, which is good. We didn't know if he was going to be able to play this year. He's had shoulder injuries the last couple of years and has got the go-to play this year. So that's number 33. He's playing running back and defense or linebacker for us this year. Ethan Montañez, wide receiver, number 35. And I've got number 70, Big Dom Jackson, offensive lineman. And that would wrap up our – I forgot. Yeah, Rope Sky, 6'2", 225. He's been a mainstay at the defensive line and offensive line position all 4 years of his high school career. So a big group of seniors that have done us proud and had a pretty good career.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2021 Fall Sports Senior Night. Tonight we will recognize our seniors football team. Starting off, senior Sam Hegeman. Sam is the son of Gordon and Sandy Hegeman. Activities while at Washington High School include baseball, football, FCA, Stuco, NHS, Fish Club, Academic Team, Science Club, and Yearbook. Sam's future plans are to go to college, major in molecular biology, then attend med school. His favorite memory while at Washington is making amazing memories with great friends. Mr. Sam Hegeman. Our next senior, Mr. Luke Hendricks. Luke is the son of Amy and Travis Hendricks. Luke's activities while at Washington have been FCA, FCCLA, football, basketball, and track. His future plans are to make a lot of money and marry him a fine honey. His favorite memory while at Washington has been watching Luke Steele almost kill Coach Bryant with the med ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Luke Hendricks. Our next senior, Mr. Jamison Holland. Jamison is the son of Josh and Jacinda Holland. His activities while at Washington have been football, basketball, art club, National Honor Society, FCA, and FCCLA. His plans after high school are to attend college. His favorite memory while at Washington has been Coach K chewing me out on the first practice after I moved here. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jamison Holland. Our next senior, Mr. Dominic Jackson. Dominic is the son of Paul Jackson and Sherry Whitehead. His activities while at Washington High School have been football. His future plans are to go to college and major in cybersecurity and minor in computer science. His favorite memory while at Washington is when the senior class collects a piece of playground equipment while on a field trip. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dominic Jackson. Our next senior, Mr. Ethan Montanez. Ethan is the son of Carrie Montanez and Joaquin Montanez. His activities while at Washington include football and FCCLA. His plans after graduation are to go to college. His favorite memory while at Washington was Adair Game Day 2020 football season. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ethan Montanez. Our next senior, Mr. Kobe Scott. Kobe is the son of Dusty and Hale Scott and Sheena and James Pierce. His activities while at Washington High School include football, basketball, track, FCA, FFA, and NHS. His future plans after graduation are to go to college and meet some hotties. His favorite memories while at Washington are playing the state semifinal game on our home field. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kobe Scott. Our next senior, Mr. Rope Scott. Rope is the son of Mike Scott and Mindy Bloodworth. His activities while at Washington have been football, powerlifting, track, and FCCLA. His future plans after graduation are to play college football. His favorite memory while at Washington is going to eat with the boys and watching Coach Beller flip on people. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rope Scott. Our next senior, Mr. Rhett Vaughn. Rhett is the son of Roger and Jennifer Vaughn. His activities while at Washington include football, track, powerlifting, and FCA. His future plans are to become a construction contractor. His favorite memory while at Washington is when Hancock said we couldn't drive to the facility, so Lance brought his horse to ride to practice. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rhett Vaughn. Our next senior, Mr. Lane Spalding. Lane is the son of Tammy and Mike Spalding. His activities while at Washington have been NHS, FCA, football, track. His future plans are to attend college and get a mechanical engineering degree. His favorite memory is while at Washington playing football with my family. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lane Spalding. Our next senior, Mr. Lane Steele. Lane is the son of Todd and Angie Steele. His activities while at Washington have been football, basketball, track, golf, FCA. Lane has also coached the Little League football team for the past 5 years. His future plans are that he's been accepted as a candidate to attend the Air Force Academy. If he is not selected, Lane plans on pursuing a college degree and then going to officer training school to pursue a career as a pilot in the United States Air Force. His favorite memory while at Washington has been catching the game-winning touchdown pass against Jones to send us to the quarterfinals. in 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lane Steele. Our next senior, Mr. Reese Stevens. Reese is the son of Darren and Tara Stevens. His activities while at Washington include FCA, FCCLA, NHS, and baseball. His future plans are to have a hot wife and make lots of money. His favorite memory while at Washington is our state run last season, 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Reese Stevens. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our senior football players. Next, we will have our senior cheer. We will start off with Miss Madison Blankenship. Madison is the daughter of Melody and Jerry Blankenship. Her activities include cross-country, cheer, and FFA. Her future plans are to study in college to become a forensic psychologist and travel. Her favorite memory while at WHS is winning a state in cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Madison Blankenship. Our next senior, Miss Gracie Cantrell. Gracie is the daughter of Kevin and Kelly Cantrell. Her activities while at Washington have been FCA, Fish Club, NHS, Student Council, Cheer, and FCCLA. Her future plans are to pursue a degree in business and dance education while continuing to build her own dance studio. Her favorite memory while at Washington has been winning not one, but 2 state championships and spending time with her classmates. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gracie Cantrell. Our next senior cheer, Miss Josie Castle. Josie is the daughter of Jeremy and Brandy Castle. Her activities while at Washington include cheer, cross-country, National Honor Society, art club, science club, and student council. Her future plans are to go to college to pursue a degree in anthropology and museum studies, then go on to law school and travel the world. Her favorite memory while at Washington is playing sneak on campus at 4 in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Josie Castle. Next, we have Miss Hallie Dancer. Hallie is the daughter of Jennifer and Michael Dancer. Her activities while at Washington include cheer, golf, band, drama club, NHS, and yearbook. Her future plans are to go to college, study psychology, become famous, and own exotic pants like alpacas. Her favorite memory while at WHS is playing on a very unique game of Scrabble in Miss Flick's class. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Hallie Dancer. Our next senior cheer, Miss Becca Madden. Becca is the daughter of Clifford and Kathy Madden. Her activities while at Washington include cheerleading, FCA, Stuco, and NHS. Her future plans after graduation include pursuing a bachelor's degree in business in hopes to one day own her own hair salon, get married, and have lots of babies. Her favorite memory while at Washington include winning 2 state championships in cheerleading. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Becca Madden. One last hand for our senior football and senior cheer.
Congratulations to this year's football seniors and cheerleader seniors. They've had a very accomplished 4 years of high school, Kyle.
Yeah, TJ, they're this senior bunch, man. We've had several coming back from last year, TJ, and good bunch of kids. But I'll tell you what, man, this 2021 football season, I'm excited. I'm excited to see this senior bunch gel with this upcoming younger class.
Yeah, lots of
They've
talent.
got a lot of talent, man, and put it all together. It's going to be a good football team this year.
Yes, sir. They, like you said, they have a lot of returning starters on the offensive side of the ball. Of course, losing Emmett Wilk at the quarterback spot and Chase Allison at the running back spot. Those are some big shoes to fill. But having the skill position players at the wide receiver spot, with they're going to start 4 receivers tonight that are above 6'2", including sophomore Cage Morris going to get the start in the slot, and he made some great plays in the total scrimmage, and I'm excited to see what he can do. But speaking of replacing the quarterback, Coach Beller's got the benefit to have 2 good quarterbacks. You got Jackson Hendricks that won a couple games last year for him when Emmett was hurt. Then you got Major Cantrell, who's earned the starting nod tonight. So kind of shows you the options that he has at the quarterback spot.
Yeah, and Coach Beller talked about that on his coach's show. But like you said, you got Jackson Hendricks, junior this year, and also QB Major Cantrell, which is a sophomore. TJ, you don't see many sophomore, starting quarterbacks at this class in high school football. But tonight you're going to see Major Cantrell step in there and get this first set of downs, coming out the gate.
Yeah, and then don't be surprised if freshman Nate Roberts, he's a 6'2", 6'3" quarterback. He's got the size right now, and his brother plays tight end at North Texas, and he's a big-bodied kid, so don't be surprised if he pushes for some playing time later on in the season. So got some talent, and got 3 talented quarterbacks Coach Beller has to choose from. So we're going to take a short commercial break. Please, we're going to show you guys right now we have some advertising opportunities through Squirtle right now, and then you're going to learn a little bit about it right now. And so if you guys feel like you want to help promote this program, feel free. It's easy to do and helps support Washington schools at the same time.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-21.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you stand as Matt Anderson from Union Hill Baptist Church leads us in prayer. Then please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. If you would, please bow your heads. God, we thank you so much just for us to be able to come play football, Lord, and just be a community that can support these kids and see just how they progress the off-season, Lord. I pray for this season that we have no injuries, Lord. You keep everybody well, and any injuries that might be occurring, those can be healed quickly, Lord. Lord, so grateful for this beautiful weather you blessed us with, and just grateful for you sending your son to die on a cross so that we can have salvation and experience eternity in heaven, Lord, worshiping you. Lord, I pray that through all of this, Lord, that we won't prioritize sport over anything and just prioritize you in everything that we do. Lord, we love you. We praise you. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Go Warriors.
Well, Kyle, it's almost that time. We got about 10 minutes for kickoff, but I'm already excited, man. I'm excited to see the firepower. We talked about the skill position players at the wide receiver spot. One thing we didn't mention was the hiring of new coach Queston Autry from Purcell. Coach Beller often jokes about how he's tired of Purcell putting up so many yards against them, so he went and stole Coach Q from him, and he's bringing in more of a passing attack, trying to be more balanced this year. Of course, they wanted to be last year, but with the injury to Emmett early, kind of hurt them. And plus, Chase Allison just ran the crap out of the ball. Ended up being an all-stater.
Yeah.
So you got a guy like that bruise there, but that's a huge hire. Kind of allows Coach Beller. If you guys listen to the coach's show, allows him to be able to manage both sides of the ball instead of just concentrating on the offensive side.
Yeah, just like you said, TJ, Queston's a great guy. Like you said, come from Purcell. Man, he's been around the community for a while. He's been involved in the Little League Association as far as baseball. I've been involved in that too, but I've known Queston for quite a while. It's a great hire, and I'm like you. I'm kind of excited to see what he has to bring to the table as far as the offensive coordinator, and let Brad kind of step back. We're usually used to Brad, making the final decision as far as what goes on here, but. Giving him the reins to someone else, he has to have a lot of confidence in the guy and to be able to do that. But I'm like you, man. I'm excited for this season. Excited to see what he has to bring to the table also.
Speaking of Coach Beller, he had his coaches or his keys to the game. One of them was for the guys to make sure they just get rid of some of those, first game jitters. So, Kyle, do you have any keys to the game? Maybe 2 or 3 keys to the game that might be able to tell the fans.
Well, my biggest one tonight, get off to a good start, TJ. As far as this offense, first game jitters is what you talk about. Be clean on offense, have a good start, make big plays, and put some points on the board right off the bat. Second thing is set the tempo on defense. We don't know a whole lot about Pawnee. Like I told you earlier, I tried to look up stats on them all day long and couldn't find a whole lot. But first game jitters, always you don't know your opponent coming in, and you don't know who you're facing. So it's just always a good thing to get off to a good start on defense, get the ball back in your offensive hands, and third, just keep it clean. You've been scrimmaging your same guys throughout the whole off season. Finally putting on the pads and getting to strap them up against somebody else. So, just try to limit the penalties, limit the dumb mistakes, and get off to a clean start.
Yeah, Pawnee's a Class A school that only lost 2 games last year. One of them was to us, and the other one was the last game of their season. They got beat in the playoffs, and so they're a quality ball club. But they are coming in with the new coach. And like I said, we're going to have to make...
New coach went to a 6A school.
Yeah,
the old coach went to a 6A school,
yeah,
right?
Offensive line coach now at Bartlesville. And so, our guys are going to have to come in. They are a smaller class. And so, like you said, you're going to have to stay clean because you got a team that's had success, Pawnee has, in the last 10, 15, 20 years at their level. And so they're going to have to make sure that they stay clean and kind of just take care of things early. Looks like Washington has won the toss and will defer to the second half. Pawnee will receive on the west side, and Washington defend the east goal. So we're going to take a short timeout break. You're watching Washington Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
70267 or visit personalnetworks.com for more information.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Well, welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Schultz here with Kyle Harris. Kyle, with this new streaming system that we got, we're starting to promote kind of like an audio-visual club. And I'd be remiss if I didn't give some credit to our new filmers upstairs. We got Jesse Carey and Evan Madden, a couple of sophomores that are very into sports and volunteered to help film tonight. And so though this is their first time filming something, so they've been doing a good job so far, but from what we've seen on the screen, just first time zooming in, working some different things. So we're excited to have them on staff. And so if you guys know of any other students that are wanting to do this, please have them come see me in the high school. We'd love to have all the help we can. We're going to try to blow this thing up, make it the best production in the state.
That's a big deal, fans. It's free to you right now. So, like I said, enjoy it. And if you guys have any kids that want to help out, we'd be welcome to take them in and teach them a little bit, and get them involved.
We got the first spirit line of the season on the field. It's about that time. About 5 minutes left still of pregame. Talk about Pawnee's offense a little bit. They're running the wing tee. They like to pound it a lot, and then they want to catch you sleeping and try to throw that deep ball. It reminded me last year, it was kind of like when OU played Army, and Army just kept grinding. If they get to where they can get a good gain on first down, they're going to look at going 4 downs to get those yardage. So the key to Washington is going to have to make sure they get stops on the first down. No big plays on the first down. Keep them long in yards on the first down, and then that'll put them behind chains for Pawnee and force them to have to throw the ball. And our defensive secondary is probably one of the best in the state.
Yeah, TJ, that's what I was about to bring up, man. We've got a lot of returning starters from last year in the secondary. You got Kobe Scott out there. You've got Lane Steele. Lane Steele really surprised us last year.
6 interceptions last year.
6 interceptions. Really stepped up and came alive about halfway through the season, and became a leader on this team as far as the defensive offense. So, like you said, TJ, it'll be good this year to see this defense. We won't know until we get into this game, but I'm looking forward to. We've got a good mix of seniors and young returning seniors and some younger kids stepping up this year that ought to make this one heck of a defense and offense coming into this year.
Players are getting lined up, about to bust through the portal or inflatables. A big difference in rosters when we look at these roster sheets as far as how many kids are out for football. Washington almost has twice as many kids out as Pawnee, so depth is going to be an important factor, especially in the heat. It is a nice day out today, but it is the first football game. Adrenaline's going to be pumping. The heat's going to wear them down, especially in that first couple quarters, and then you'll see how well the conditioning is come the fourth quarter.
How about this field, TJ? I mean, looks great tonight for this time of year. We've been fortunate this year, TJ. It hadn't really been over 100. Hardly at all this year. Had 90-degree days, and man, this grass on this field is as green as it can get. It's probably the best shape I've ever seen this field in.
Yeah, they top dressed it a couple weeks ago, and a little bit of rain Saturday, I think, helped add to some greenness and some growth to it, and came at the perfect time.
Coach K spends a lot of time out here, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever go turf, because then I don't know what Coach K would do in the evenings if he didn't have a bunch of grass to mow. Warriors come in ranked Pawnee comes in ranked number 7 and 5. Here comes the Washington Warriors.
Y'all ready for some football? Here comes the Washington Warriors.
And there you go. We talked about the special teams for the Warriors not having Caden Du Bois. Coach Beller just last week brought in a kid out of the hallways, played soccer growing up, and to kick extra points, does a pretty good job with that. It'll be interesting to see who handles the kicking duties. I've heard Kobe Scott for some kickoff, depending on what kind of kickoffs they want. They had Blake Madden working in the preseason and during spring ball, and so they don't have that security blanket like they had last year with Cade Du Bois, a kid that hit a 50-plus yarder in the state finals game.
And I've talked about, we've been spoiled for the last couple of years. Had Aubrey, and then Cade stepped in last year. Washington's never really prided themselves on having a 4 or 5 star kicker around here, TJ. But there'll be always room for improvement. And Coach Beller, I'm sure after the last 2 years or 3 years, is looking to make sure we have somebody good in that spot to be able to fill that role. So.
Looks like number 3, senior Kobe Scott's going to do his, give his best interpretation of a kick. And we have 34, Nicky Cesar, and looks like number 36, Malik Barber. Malik Barber is the running back that Coach Beller has been talking about that we have to keep an eye on the Pawnee offense.
Barber.
And about to have our first kickoff of the 2021 season. Pretty good kick, Kyle. Okay, touchback.
Wasn't expecting that.
No? That he 1 for 1 on the touchback.
Black Bears will have the ball at the 20-yard line.
Kobe's been getting some reps on that quad machine in the facility weight room, it looks like. Pawnee will take over at the 20-yard line. We'll see who they start here at quarterback. Big offensive line for the Pawnee Black Bears. Returned 3 starters from last year's team that only lost 2 games. Tall quarterback is number 2, Jake Mitchell. Number 41, Barrett Stevenson to his left. They hand it to Stevenson. He's looking for a hole at the right. And he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage. It's like Lane Spalding there, first to meet him, and Reese Stevens cleaning it up for the Warriors. Gain of about 4 yards will bring up 2nd and 6.
You've been hearing that Spalding name for the last what, several 5 or 6 years, TJ. Long line of brothers, and this one, I don't know if he's the last one, but he's the last one to play for probably for a while, TJ.
Handoff goes to Malik Barber. He pushes with the line past the first down marker. And this is what we were talking about in the pregame. The Black Bears are just going to try to grind it out on the ground. And they got a good first down possession of 4 yards. Got good yards on the first down play. And now we're able to pick up 7 yards and give them another first down.
Subbing in Mr. Winlock for Dom Jackson right here.
Tight formation by the Black Bears. They fake the handoff. They're passing it in the flats, and it is broken up by Lane Steele. Pass was intended for number 41, Barrett Stevenson. And that'll be bring up 2nd down and 10 with 11:03 left to go in the first quarter.
Talked about having some good corners with some speed, TJ. Good job by Mr. Lane Steele right there, sticking it out, staying home, and closing in on that pass right there.
It's going to be important for them to make sure they make tackles in space because the Black Bears are really tight across the line of scrimmage right now, and they're trying to send guys out into the flats. Handoff goes up the middle of 34. Nicky Caesar, he's got a lot of room to run. He's at the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Black Bears.
Malik Barber on the touchdown.
Well, that didn't take long. Just it's like you said, trying to line up and do a little ground pound right there. The Warriors, though, weren't really necessarily lined up. TJ having trouble getting lined up and kind of switching directions there with personnel. So I'm sure the coaches will get that lined out after this break right here.
Yeah, and then Coach Beller talked about the being disciplined with our eyes. They kind of got tricked with the misdirection by the Black Bears, and that cost them a 68-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion attempt goes to Malik Barber up the right side, but he is stacked up by number 6, Rev On. And that's a good job by the Warrior defense to only not give up the extra points on that one. With 10:51 to go in the first quarter, Pawnee is up 6-0. You're watching Washington Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service,
Welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris. Kyle's 68-yard touchdown run on a misdirection play by the Black Bears.
Yeah, kind of let me down on my keys to the game, TJ. I said come out with a big defensive start and, let them come out with a 68-yard touchdown run. That's not a very good start, so I'm sure the coaches will get that worked out right here and get the Warrior offense on the field, see what they got to bring to the table.
5 plays, 80 yards for the Black Bears. Set to kick for Pawnee is their quarterback, number 2, Jake Mitchell. Back to receive is number 26, Braden Arthur.
Mitchell on the kick.
And number 30,
Set to receive the Warriors.
Cade Norman.
26, Keller Howard. And number 26.
Angled kick to the right. Looks like it's recovered by number 8, Ben Vaughn. And he breaks free up the middle. And tackled at the 37-yard line. Brought down by number 55, Xavier Barber, and number 82, Harlan Britt.
Pretty good return right there by sophomore Ben Vaughn. Came up and grabbed that short kick and almost brought the Warriors out to midfield. So pretty good starting position for this offense. Let's see what sophomore quarterback Major Cantrell has in store for us.
Warriors come out with 4 wide. Major looks back to the coaches to see. I said about to say Coach Beller, but it might be Coach Q making the call to the offensive lineman. Number 7, Cole Scott, is behind Major at the running back spot. Fumbles the snap, picks it back up. He's looking deep, and he just throws it away. Pass was intended for number 2, Luke Hendricks. He's just trying to get rid of the ball, it looked like right there.
Yeah, bobbled snap, first game jitters there. Especially as a sophomore starting, TJ. Have you seen a sophomore start at this level in a while? I know I haven't. But like I said, Major's going to be a good quarterback, young quarterback, and see if we can get some of those jitters worked out.
2nd down and 10 for the Warriors. They send Lane still in motion. They hand it off to him in the jet sweep. He's got the corner. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. Cuts up past midfield down to the 47-yard line. Nice block by Cole Scott to help spring him loose. Gain's going to be of about 14 yards. Give the Warriors their first down of the season and their first possession inside the Pawnee territory. 10:31 to go in the first quarter. Major Cantrell getting the play call in. Low snap. Fakes the handoff to Cole Scott. He's got the left side. Good block by Cage Morris. Brings him loose. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5.
He's in.
Touchdown Warriors. 47-yard touchdown run by sophomore Major Cantrell. Good block by Cage Morris there to spring him loose, and Kobe Scott keeping his block downfield as well.
Yeah, great read. Major made a good read too in there to pull back and tuck it. And like you said, he got a couple blocks out front, was off to the races. Major's got some speed to him, TJ. So that's one of the things that Coach Beller's going to depend on this year. They're going to try to throw the ball quite a bit, but Coach Beller also wants to run it quite a bit. So they're going to look to capitalize on that with Major's legs.
Sam Hegeman out, looks like, to kick his first extra point. A little confusion on who's supposed to be on the line. Looks like Jake Wells is running in there. Number 5, Jackson Hendricks, will be the holder. Snap is down, kick is up, it's floating high, it looks good. Special teams looks pretty good so far. That extra point gives the Warriors a lead, 7-6. You're watching Washington Warrior TV, or Washington Warrior football on Squirtle app and WashingtonWarrior.tv.
Why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains land team today at 405-761-4808.
Welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes, Kyle Harris. Warriors with a 7-6 lead with 10:19 to go in the first quarter. Quick point scored so far in this first game of the season for both teams. Kobe Sock sets his kick. Another nice long kick. Goes over the receiver's head and in the end zone. Kobe Scott is 2 for 2 for touchbacks.
DJ, not sure what to think about that, buddy. Might have to, I don't know if he'll be able to keep his record all the way through tonight. If I had to bet, probably not, but 2 for 2, we'll roll with it here in the first quarter.
I think he does punting duties too, so he may not ever leave the field unless things start getting out of hand. Pawnee again comes in a really tight formation and running the wing T. Quarterback Sam Mitchell hands it off up the middle. Jake Mitchell hands it off. Ball carrier is number 36, Malik Barber. He's able to pick up 5 yards on the play. 8 yards, so it's going to be about second and we'll make it a short 3.
Front four is going to have to key in right here and get some better penetration, TJ. They're getting blown off the ball, and Pawnee's picking up 6, 8, 10 yards of play, and gonna have to put a stop to that.
Second down and 4. Handoff goes up the middle to number 41, Barrett Stevenson, and line does their job this time. Led by number 54 for the Warriors, Nathan Rainey. Jake Wells in there as well, and number 20, Hayden Milner. Trying to run at number 70, Dom Jackson. That kid's about 6'3", pushing 300.
Yeah, he's a big boy. So
he wears like size 19
They're going to have to slide over to the other side.
Yeah. Big third down play here for the Warrior defense. And Coach Beller sees something that he doesn't like. He knows it's big time, so he's going to call a timeout. We'll take one with him. 9:12 left to go in the first quarter. Quick scoring first quarter. Warriors lead 7-6. You're watching Washington Warrior football.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Welcome back to Reed Field, where the Warriors defense faces a big 3rd down and 3 from the Pawnee. Looks like the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Brad saw something he didn't like right there. TJ had to get a quick timeout before Pawnee broke another big one there and get stuff straightened out. So we'll see if they got it worked out. See if we can come up with a big 3rd down stop right here.
It's gonna see how this line can hold up. Looks like number 50, Nathan Spalding, is in that defensive end spot as well. A little early movement there. You're able to get away with it. And they run it up the left side with number 41 for Pawnee, Barrett Stevenson. And they're able to gain about 12 yards on the play, push it to the 41-yard line, and give the Black Bears a first down. Again, Warriors going to have to keep their eyes focused on where they're supposed to go. We also didn't mention about there's new linebackers out there too. Lost the Sanchez boys that were linebackers, and Chase Allison also played linebackers. That got new eyes in the middle of the field. So young guys are going to have to make sure that they learn on the job.
You called it the play before, TJ. They got them there. They moved a little bit early again, but like you said, lost a couple good linebackers last year, and looking for some guys to step up this year and fill those shoes. Not off to a great start, but a lot of game ahead of us.
The other thing is you're going against a team that likes to use misdirection a lot, and so I'm sure the coaches will get their eyes right where they need to be and get that corrected, hopefully sooner than later. False start penalty moves the ball back 5 yards to the 36-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Black Bears with 8:53 to go in the first quarter. Jake Mitchell, quarterback, hands off to 36. And
good job.
Spun down by number 40, Jake Wells. Did a good job there. And number 33, Lane Steele. Or 21, Lane Steele.
Yeah, they're gonna have to stay with that misdirection inside, TJ. Like you said, our secondary, we've got one of the best secondaries, I believe, in the state. Speed-wise on the outside. So they've had a lot of success running in between the tackles, and like you said, try to bounce it outside there, and we did a good job of closing in.
2nd down and 14 for the Black Bears. They send Barber in motion. They fake the handoff. Mitchell just keeps it and tries to run up the middle. But he is hauled down by number 6, Rhett Vaughn. Also there, number 55 for the Warriors, Tanner Winlock.
Rhett Vaughn did a good job right there. Met him in the backfield, kept a hold of that jersey. He was starting to run away from him. Kept a good hold and let the other Warriors close in. So you got to give him credit too right there.
Good to see that young man back on the field after a couple injuries last year. Wasn't able to play. And very talented athlete. So he's making plays at that linebacker position for the Warriors. Big 3rd down for the Warrior defense. 3rd and 11. They send Barber in motion. Fake the handoff. Mitchell's looking up the seam. And it is incomplete.
A little pass interference.
Looked like Reese Stevens got there maybe a little bit early. Number 34 was who the pass was intended to, Nicky Caesar. And looked like Reese was trying to break it up from behind him, and he went through him to try to do that. It's big kid,
about 5 minutes too early too. Might want to let that play out a little bit, and then get a hand over the top. But that'll be an automatic 1st down for Pawnee right here.
You can see the quarterback looked hesitant to throw it too. You can tell that they're definitely a run-first team. Even that pass that pass floated a little bit, Kyle. That's probably why Reese was a little early, because he was expecting to get there a little quicker.
1st and 10, Black Bears.
1st down and 10 for Pawnee from the Washington 45. They hand it up the middle. Hurdles over 36. Malik Barber hurdles over defenders and gains 2 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Black Bears.
They had me fooled right there. I thought that quarterback kept it, and Kobe was about to meet him in the backfield. So, great job by the Warrior D closing in, reading the misdirection right there, and bringing up a 2nd down and about 7.
Malik Barber is their bell cow for running back. They're looking to get him the ball as much as they can. Mitchell trying to go with a hard count and draw the Warriors off sides. Warriors are not fooled. Mitchell snaps it, hands it off to Barber, almost squeezes through. Able to patiently run and find a hole and gain about 5 yards on play. Will bring up a 3rd down and short for the Black Bears.
It's not really first test for this D right here, but this is a big down right here, TJ. Third and about 3 or 4. On the Warrior side of the field right here, and if you can come up with a big stop right here, get the ball back in your offensive hands, might change momentum just a little bit.
6:15 and counting in the first quarter. Mitchell takes a snap. Another misdirection play. There's someone they scored on last time, and he's breaking through again. 34, Nicky Caesar. He's tackled down to the 20-yard line by number 3, Kobe Scott. That's the same play that Caesar scored on last time.
Just another little misdirection and hand it off and go back to the other side that's not closed in, and was able to bounce it out, pick up a big 1st down. Luckily, we had a little speed out there. Kobe Scott was able to run him down and get him down, so bring up a 1st and 10 for the Black Bears. Pawnee's not really in a big hurry right now, TJ. They're content with running the ball, wearing down this clock, and seeing if they can get this Warrior defense tired.
Mitchell takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looks to run up the middle, jumps over another defender, and he pushes the pile forward down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be first and goal, it looks like, from the 10.
Gain of 12 yards.
You know, TJ, this head coach has got to be feeling good about himself. First-year head coach coming in and coming up against the Washington Warriors, this defense, and putting some points on, knocking on the door, getting ready to score again. So we'll see if this Warrior D can prevail and get a stop.
Again, tight formation by the Black Bears. Making sure that Barber gets on the line. Or excuse me, Caesar gets on the line. They hand it off to Barber, and he just follows his big offensive lineman down the field for about 4 yards. Be second and goal, from the 6. 4:54 to go in the first quarter.
Forward to the 6-yard line. Second down and goal from the 6.
Talked about Pawnee is like we talked about before, they're going to run the ball, and they're a tradition-rich football program.
Yeah.
I did student teaching there actually back a long time ago, and they won back-to-back football state championships back then. So they're no stranger to success. Mitchell takes the snap, hands it off to his big fullback, number 41, Barrett Stevenson. And they push the ball forward for another couple yards.
Stevenson.
Be a third and goal from the 4-yard line.
3 or 4.
Stacked up near the 4-yard line.
Again, this is 4-down territory for them. They're going for 2. When they got the touchdown, they're going to try to get two chances here to get a touchdown here.
So now Dom Johnson right there, going to go with a little speed. You got 55, Tanner Winlock, 54, Nathan Rainey up front. Going to see if we can get a little pressure on him right here.
Mitchell takes the snap. He's running the fake me out. Looked like they were running the option. I'm glad the defense didn't get faked out. They stopped them right up the middle. Close to the goal line. He's about 2 yards short, it looks like, and it's going to be 4th down and goal for the Black Bears.
You take the point. Well, I guess they're not really going to take the points. They went for 2 on their first drive, so they're going to see if they can punch it in on the Warrior right here.
See if the defense can get them a stop here. This would be a huge stop for momentum purposes. Mitchell takes the snap.
Stuffing balls on the floor. Got him.
Good job, defense.
Good
36.
stop. TJ, ball comes out right there. Defense does a good job of closing in and coming up with a 4th down turnover right there. Get this O on the field. Good stop for the Warriors after an impressive drive by the Pawnee Black Bears, taking it all the way to the 3-yard line, about to punch it on the Warriors, and Warriors come up with a stop.
Yeah, 77 yards, and this came a little bit short. Looks like the officials are going to take a timeout. We'll take one with them. It's 90 to 95 degrees outside, probably hotter on the field, so they're going to let all the players get them a refreshment. You're watching Washington Warrior football. I'm hoping.
Ladies and gentlemen, on October the 12th, 2021, Washington Public Schools will hold a school bond election to provide funds for necessary construction, repairs, remodeling, and equipment replacement for our students and schools. There will be community meetings held, and they're scheduled on August the 30th, which is a Monday, at the High School Commons at 6 p.m. On Tuesday, September the 14th.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Question and answer time.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports North of.
Welcome back to Reed Field. 7-6, Washington Warriors with 3:07 left to go in the first quarter. Washington with a big stop there on 4th down. Take over at their own 2-yard line, or 10-yard line. Major Cantrell hands it off to Cole Scott. He's got room to run on the left. He's at the 10, 15,
got a flag
20,
now.
25, 30, and is tossed out of bounds by number 21, Luke Mitchell.
2 flags down. Probably going to be holding.
A little aggressive blocking there by the Washington Warriors. But you got to like your receivers blocking downfield. That's how big plays get sprung loose, is your receivers doing their jobs down the field.
Well, we talked about it earlier. The speed we have on the outside, as far as defensive-wise and offensive-wise on the corners in our receiving core, there ought to be plenty of that blocking downfield and be able to free up some of these running backs for big runs this year, TJ.
Walked off against the Warriors and moved the ball back to the 8-yard line.
Penalty is going to be 10 yards from the spot. Warriors are still able to pick up some yardage on that play. Should be a replay down, right? The yard marker says second. Major trying to get the defense to draw off sides. Gets the play call from the sideline. First down and 7. Major's looking to throw.
Him over the
tight end over the middle.
Come on.
Dropped. Number 12 is who the receivers in.
Cage Morris, one of them young guys you were talking about. That would have set him. He had it right there, TJ. Nobody in front of him. Major hit him on the stride, right in his hands, and bobbled a little bit. If he's got to bring that one in, TJ.
Similar play to last week at Tuttle. He was able to haul that in and get quite a bit of yardage on that Tuttle defense, who's ranked number 1 preseason in 4A. Second down and 7 for the Warriors. Cantrell takes a snap, hands it up the middle to Cole Scott. He finds a hole. He puts it back to the right. He's got room to run. He's at 30, 35, 40. Midfield, 40-yard line, and is tackled out of bounds by number 34, Nicky Cesar. And he needs a breather. Kyle, he needs a breather. Give that universal head tap.
Well, like you said, it's about 95 degrees down there on the field. So, a big run like that, get the boy out, get him some water, get him back in, play later. Heck of a run right there, TJ.
Huge run by number 7, Cole Scott. Number 30, Cade Norman, will give him a little bit of a breather. Luke Hendricks, Cage Morris, and Lane Steele flank to the left. Kobe Scott on the bottom of the screen. Don't be surprised if they look to isolate him. They do have a safety rolled over towards his side, though.
Lane had a little pre-snap jitters on Lane Steele right there. Just jumped a little bit, and they got him on it.
And that Coach Beller said that's the thing. These first game jitters, and you talked about it also, trying to stay clean and not having as many penalties. And right now, the Warriors have probably had a couple more penalties than the coaches would have liked. First down and 15 for the Warriors. Ball is at the 39-yard line of Pawnee. And Joe takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks up the seam. He's got Lane Steele. Lane's at the 20. Backs off the tackler. 10-5. Touchdown, Warriors!
Let's go.
39-yard touchdown pass and catch from Major Cantrell to Lane Steele.
That's what we talked about right there. Major did a good job laying that right in his hands. That's where your experience from last year comes in. Mr. Steele had a lot of big catches last year, and Lane put that right on the money and let Steele get out in the open field, put a couple jukes on him, and he's in for 6.
In to kick the extra point is senior number 14, Sam Hegeman. Snap is down, kick is up, and it floats through the uprights. With 2:35 left to go in the first quarter, the Warriors strike again. They're leading 14-6 over the Pawnee Black Bears. You're watching Washington Warrior football.
Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
He's wide open.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit VersatilNetworks.com for more information.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. Welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris. Warriors lead 14-6 after a 39-yard touchdown reception by Lane Steele. 2:35 to go in the first quarter.
Two impressive drives right there, TJ. You know, the Warrior offense hasn't really lacked coming in from last year to this year. Two impressive drives right there. Put points on the board both drives, but this Warrior D has got to get keyed in. You know, Pawnee is pretty much ran down our throat.
Kobe Scott set the kick. Another nice high kick. Goes into the end zone. He must be working on that because that kick looked really good. His 3 kicks have been end over end, and I mean they're not as far as Cade Du Bois was hitting, but they're doing the same job. Pawnee will take over at their 20-yard line. 2:35 to go in the first quarter. If these teams keep scoring like this, we might have a long night, Kyle.
Yeah. Well, I could have called that, you know, game or I guess it's week 0 is what they call it now in high school football. But yeah, week 0 game.
Handoff goes to Barrett Stevenson. They kind of came out in a different formation the Black Bears did, tried to spread it out a little more, but still handed the ball up the middle. Number 40, Jake Wells on the tackle. 5-yard gain for Stevenson.
Pick up the 5 yards at the 25-yard line. Second down 5.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Now their traditional formation of the wing T for the Black Bears. Handoff goes back to Stevenson up the middle. Warriors pile it up. They give up a couple yards.
Picked up about 4 or 5.
Bring up another short 3rd down. Kyle, it looks to me, it's really close, but it looks to me Barber is getting pretty early on the snap. I don't know. It looks like
and you know, we called it earlier, and they called it the next play, but like you said, you know, I've been kind of thinking the same thing the last couple plays that they've had, you know, a little bit of pre-movement before the snap, but, you know, maybe I guess the officials are the ones getting paid, not us, buddy.
3rd down and 2. They spread it out again. They handed Stevenson up the middle. He turns his feet. And it looks like with forward progress, he might end up with the 1st down. And he does.
Number 6 for the Warriors, Rhett Vaughn.
Rhett Vaughn with the tackle.
Just right on the 1st down line.
Again, a little 3 yards and cloud of dust for the Pawnee Black Bears. 1:13 to go in the first quarter. The Black Bears only attempted a couple of passes, and both of them were incomplete. The rest have been just on the ground. First and 10 for the Black Bears, 59 seconds to go. They run that misdirection play up the middle and might have got away with some holding, but I think the refs saw the second one. 34 was the running back. Caesar,
two of them did.
Nicky Caesar, so it's like holding on the inside by the Black Bears. That'll back it up 10 yards. And again, the last time the Black Bears were in this situation where they had a penalty on 1st down, they were bailed out by a Washington Warrior penalty on 3rd and long. Black Bears do not do well in long yardage situations.
First and 20 coming up for the Bears.
Ball will be pushed back to the 20-yard line and bring up 1st down and 20. 50 seconds and counting in the first quarter of the first game of the 2021 season for the Washington Warriors. Tight formation by the Black Bears. Mitchell takes the snap. A double handoff. It's like number 36, Malik Barber, got the initial handoff and then turned and handed off to Nicky Caesar. The Warriors weren't fooled. They only were able to gain a couple yards on play.
Yeah, got past the first level. Give credit to Lane Spalding right there, middle linebacker, and number 3, Kobe Scott, for closing in. He got through that first level, but was able to close in there and get to him for a stop.
And they're going to go ahead and let the first quarter run out. The Warriors lead 14-6. You're watching Washington Warrior football.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service,
welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris. Start of the second quarter, the Warriors lead 14-6 and are looking to get a good defensive stop here against the Pawnee Black Bears.
Yeah, Pawnee had a holding penalty, backed him up there behind the sticks. Second down and 17 right here, so see if Warriors can get one or two stops and get the ball back in their hands, have decent field position, see if we can get some more points on the board.
Begin the second quarter.
Pawnee will have the ball at their own 23-yard line with second down and 17 to go. Number 2, Jake Mitchell, quarterback.
Keep an eye out on the corners right here, Kobe or Lane. I'm feeling an interception the next down or two.
Handoff goes to number 34, Nikki Caesar. Kyle, do you think it's Caesar or Cesar?
Cesar.
Okay, we're going to go with Cesar the rest of the way. We got to add a little flash to this. So Nikki Cesar with the run. Nice gain on second down. Makes it 3rd and 11 for the Black Bears.
6 yards out to the 29-yard line. Third down.
He's had a big night. He's the one that scored that long touchdown run. So he's getting close to 100 yards rushing on the evening, and it's still early in the game. 3rd and 11 for the Black Bears. Another double handoff to Cesar, but the Warriors aren't fooled.
Got it.
Met first. Looks like by number 56, Rope Scott. Finished over by number 40.
I'm amazed with their misdirection, TJ. Like you said, another double handoff right there. I guarantee if we tried that ball would be on the ground.
You're talking about me and you, not Washington, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if Brad would take a chance at the double handoff. We'll see a punt right here from the Black Bears.
Number 2, quarterback Mitchell back to punt. Lane Steele back to receive. Nice snap. Nice high punt. Watermelon crawls down to the 24-yard line of the Warriors, and that's what they will take over. Good punt by the quarterback from Pawnee.
Did you say watermelon crawl?
Watermelon crawl.
That's what I thought you said.
But you hold the football like a watermelon end over end like that. That's what I was taught. That's how you're supposed to kick. Now, obviously, that's why I'm in the booth and not, teaching kids how to kick a football. But, so yeah, it looks just like a watermelon rolling down the field right there. Never heard that?
I've heard the song.
I don't know what that song's about. First down for the Warriors. Ball is at the 24-yard line. Warriors come out. Number 10, Major Cantrell at quarterback. Number 7, Cole Scott at the running back spot. 4 wide with Luke Hendricks and Lane Steele. Receivers on the bottom. You got Cage Morris and Kobe Scott at the top. They're looking to pass. They're looking deep, looking to Luke Hendricks. Ball's thrown up. He catches it at the 40 and is dragged out by number 7, Randy Dallas. A big gain on first down by the Warriors.
Was that a back shoulder throw, or was that just a hair underthrow right there?
Well, it's easy to underthrow Luke Hendricks. He's one of the fastest kids on the field. So
that's what I was thinking. If you caught him on the shot, he's gone right there. But that might have been a designed back shoulder throw. But either way, great pitch and catch right there. Good first down pickup for the Warriors.
Warriors have the ball at the 36-yard line. Cantrell gets the snap to dribble to him, and that just messes up the timing of the play. Cole Scott has to get what he can. Back to the line of scrimmage. Bring up second down and 10.
You talked about the center right there, kind of have a little bit of mishap, early in the game. Easton Berglund, a younger kid, sophomore, is starting at center tonight, TJ. So, that's a good thing to see, a young kid there getting an early start.
Warriors trying to draw the Black Bears off sides. 3 receivers to the right. They have Luke Hendrickson at the bottom by himself. Safety rolled over the top by the Black Bears. So they might be looking for something there at the top of the field. Cantrell takes the snap. He's looking right. He's getting rushed, and he throws it to Lane Steele. And Lane fights for some more yards. Gained about 15 yards. Nice strike there by the sophomore quarterback, Major Cantrell.
Had 3 wide right there, TJ. Just a good little 10 and out by Lane. Good route, good little pitch and catch. Put it on the money, and Lane was able to bring that down for a big first down for the Warriors.
First and 10 Warriors.
Stacked receivers here at the bottom of the screen with Luke Hendricks and Cage Morris. We'll see how the Black Bears choose to defend that. They're running their linebacker inside a little bit. That's number 36, Malik Barber. He's going to the defensive end spot now. Looks like we might have some numbers out there. Another bad snap by the Warriors. Major just has to fall on it. It's going to be a little bit of a loss for the Warriors.
Good discipline play right there by a young quarterback. Usually a young quarterback try to pick that up and try to do something with it. But, good job by Cantrell just falling on that, bring up a second down. Only a loss of 3 right there. And get a reset on second down for the Warriors.
They've shown that they can throw the ball down the field, but you can't throw the ball if you don't have it, right? Yeah. So they're going to be able to save the possession there. Good play by Major. Hopefully we can get these snapping issues figured out. Second down and 14. Major takes the ball, rolls to the left. Got Luke Hendricks out there at the 20. He slips and falls, keeps running. I guess his knee was down, Kyle. Gets to the 20-yard line, though, and picks up about 4 yards on the play. Not a bad idea, though, to get the ball to Luke Hendricks in space.
Yeah, anytime you get him, out in the flats, get him up the field, his speed, his ability to make guys miss, TJ in the open field, it's always a good second down play.
Third down and 8 for the Warrior offense. Major Cantrell trying to draw the defense offside to get free 5. Wasn't able to do that. Gets the call from the sidelines. Kobe Scott and Cage Morris at the top of the screen. Lane Steele and Luke Hendricks at the bottom. Major's looking right. Throws a little pass out to Kobe Scott. Makes a guy miss. Step arms another tackler and is finally brought down by number 34, Nicky Cesar. But he's able to pick up the first down. Good running there by Kobe Scott.
Once again, TJ, you talked about this receiving core. Big target right there. Kobe Scott hit him. Was about 5 or 6 yards short when he made the catch of the first down. Was able to put a move on the guy and pick up the first down.
Looks like the Warriors are going tempo here. They get the ball snapped quick. Hand it off to Cole Scott. He runs it up the middle and drags some defenders. Gets close to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown. 8-yard touchdown run by Cole Scott.
We didn't see that there. He was on top of some guys. I saw Kobe Scott out there with his hands up, so he saw a little bit more than we could up here in the booth. But like I said, good drive right there by the Warriors. Good run by Cole Scott right there, punching it in for 6, and puts the Warriors on the board. Another 6 on the board, 20-6 right now.
Hegeman in for the kick. Jackson had a high snap, so he just takes it and runs with it. He's got room to run. He's in. 2-point conversion attempt on a botched snap gives us 2 extra points and a 22-6 lead. You're watching Washington Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land team today at 405-761-48.
Welcome back to Reed Field. The Washington Warriors lead 22-6 after a 8-yard Cole Scott touchdown run and a 2-point conversion. Successful try by Jackson Hendricks. Kobe Scott kicks it and knees down. Officials saw that 15-yard line.
It was kind of delayed there for a minute, and then they came in and called it. Squirtle fans out there, go on the Squirtle app, check out the NFL Pay Dirt on
Squirtle Pay Dirt.
Squirtle Pay Dirt.
Don't want to get trademarked wrong here.
Yeah, the Squirtle Pay Dirt. It's on the Squirtle app. They will be going to live in-game live coverage throughout the week on different schools, and go check that out. It's on the Squirtle app, and just easy to download. Go on there and check it out. It'll be on every Friday at 7 o'clock.
Pawnee takes over at the 15-yard line. 7:27 left to go in the first half. Mitchell takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to run. Tries to get to the edge, and he does. Guy missed and gets tackled out of bounds. Number 6, Rhett Vaughn, and number 33, Lane Spalding are there. Some nifty running by the quarterback from Pawnee gives them a first down.
TJ, did you see that right there? Red Vaughn met him 5 yards in the backfield, missed him, and then ran him down and made the tackle.
That's going to be something on the film that the coaches will show. You just don't ever give up on the play. First down and 10 for the Black Bears from the 27-yard line. Mitchell in the shotgun formation. Hands it off to Stevenson. And Jake Wells meets him, tries to strip the ball loose, unsuccessful, but throws him down to about the 32-yard line. Interesting note on Jake Wells. He's taken up the hobby of rodeoing in the last couple of years.
Yeah, come from a rodeo family.
Yeah. Look like some
Daddy likes to rope. Those Wells boys, you never know what you're going to get with that bunch. I'll tell you that right now. But Jake's a good kid, a hard-nosed kid, and it's good to see him out here on this football field.
That looked like a good example of bulldog and a steer right there on that play. Pawnee, 2nd down and 6 from the 32-yard line. Mitchell takes the snap, hands it off to Barber. Barber's bouncing out. He gets past the defender. Lane still has a shirt and is able to drag him down before he gets close to the 40-yard line. But not before he gets a first down for the Black Bears.
Yeah, Warriors going to have to close in. He's getting bunched up in the middle and just kind of riding the pile out until he finds an opening and then bouncing and nobody's there. So, outside's just going to have to stay home and learn to close in on that. Limit the run yardage per play.
6:13 left to go in the first half. Washington leads 22-6. Pawnee has the ball at the 39-yard line. Warriors creeping up towards the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes again to Barber.
Stop. 56.
Rope Scott right there. Nathan Rainey. Number 7, Dom Jackson, and Jake Wells. There's just a big pile up there in the middle, which I'm sure is what the coaches like to see. Gain of about 1 makes it 2nd and 9 for the Black Bears. Looks like we might have some tired players. They're running some offensive linemen in and out. The Black Bears are. Might be a slow night for the Warriors secondary. What do you think?
Yeah.
Hopefully, the only time they're going to get a tackle is if the running back is going past the first 2 levels. Another misdirection play. Nicky Cesar with the handoff. Warriors are starting to
key in, TJ.
Yeah, they're starting to
key
understand
in,
that play a little bit better. Only 2 yards on that play will bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, that's expected first week. You know, you're going to get, you've been playing the same guys, TJ, for the whole offseason, lining up against your buddies, and you know, you're waiting to get out there and strap it up against somebody else. But, you know, it may take a couple drives to get keyed in, and Warrior defense has been fooled several times tonight by this misdirection, but starting to key in on it.
Well, it's one thing to see it on film, it's another thing to see it live in person, and so I think the Warriors probably knew it was coming, but seeing it live, they've been able to make some adjustments. There's the word. It's our first game too, right? Make some adjustments and are starting to not worry about that play as much. Looks like the Black Bears are going to take time out. We'll take one with them. You're watching Washington Warriors on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
08.
NFL Paydirt.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris. Warriors lead 22-6 with 4:26 left to go in the first half.
Another big third down right here, TJ. 3rd and about 7 for the Pawnee Black Bears. See if the Warrior D had done a pretty good job of keying in on this drive. See if they can get a stop.
Yeah, here goes Rhett Vaughn's got the quarterback in the backfield, and he has to throw it up. Almost intercepted by Rope Scott. Might have had a big boy touchdown there.
Rope Scott, he was foaming at the mouth for that bad boy. I'll promise you. You got to hope for that as a defensive lineman, to hope that quarterback throws one up. You get it in your hands, and no telling what's going to happen.
Good dial-up blitz there by Coach K, sending the outside linebacker, Rhett Vaughn. And they weren't fooled by that.
He's shaking his head still, TJ.
Mitchell had a nice 54-yard punt the first time he was up. See if Lane still gets an opportunity this time. Another good snap. End over end punt. Lane's going to have a chance. He catches it at the 25. Takes it up the left side to the 35. Drags a defender to the 40. And gets brought down by number 45, Wesleyan Brewer, to the 41-yard line of the Pawnee Black Bears. Nice 16-yard kickoff return, or punt return, excuse me, by Lane Steele. Lane Steele, one of those receivers, 3 of the 4 receivers there that were on the 4x2 state qualifying track team last spring. You gotta love having that kind of speed to put on the field. Warriors come out. It's like with Chips right. They're stacking up Cage Morse and Kobe Scott. Ben Vaughn in at the slot. They send Ben in motion. Give it to him on the jet. He looks to kick it out. He's at the 45, midfield, and is pushed out of bounds. And, ooh, a little extracurricular. Oh, come on. He wanted to throw it. He
had it halfway out.
Number 34, Nicky Cesar, and 76, Chuck Long.
Worked it out a little bit. Put it back in.
Maybe since they didn't just toss him down, they kind of just laid on him. They didn't. I don't know why he wanted to throw it and then didn't. I don't know. Good run there by the sophomore receiver, Ben Vaughn. Gives the Warriors a first down on the right side of the 50.
I'll tell you what, look out for number 2, Luke Hendricks right here. Hadn't had many touches tonight. They're going to look to get the ball in his hands.
He's down by himself here on the bottom of the screen. Trips to the right. Bad snap. Ball's on the field. Colt Scott is able to fall down on it. Like you were talking about Easton, this is his first year at center. The other years he's been a lineman.
He's just a sophomore,
yeah.
TJ, but still, you're starting a varsity game at center. You better get that ball to that kid.
Very smart kid. Kind of undersized at that center spot, though. He's about 165 pounds soaking wet, but very smart. Gets the line called. He's got to focus in on those snaps for these Washington Warriors. But, again, a lineman in junior high, but he usually played at the tackle position or the guard position, not the center. So, new position for him, but I'm sure he'll get it figured out. Major gets the call from the sideline and tells the line what we're running. Gets the snap, takes the handoff, looking at the seam and throws behind Lane Steele. He had a little more time. Set his feet and throw there.
Yeah, you called it, Luke, or not Luke, but Lane. I'll say Luke. Luke's gone, buddy. He's
playing at East Central now.
He's at East Central, but little brother Lane slipped right in between two defenders there, and if he'd have had another second or two time, he might have been able to hit him on the stride.
3:19 to go in the first half. 3rd down and 13 for the Warriors. Ball's at the Washington 49-yard line. Again, Warriors throwing the ball a lot so far. Cantrell takes snap, looking for the Luke Hendricks on the left side. Nice move by Hendricks, 25. Now he's going to try to turn it across the field. And tackled by number 15, Jacob Warnock. But he gave him a little
Put a shimmy on him, buddy. Gave it to him. I called it. Got a flag down. But like you said, hit him on the stride and put the shimmy on him. Was up for about 15 more. But the holding penalty will bring that one back.
That might still end up on a highlight film somewhere. Holding on the Warriors will back it up 10 yards. And now we got a 3rd and McLean County to get a first down. Ball will now be at the 36-yard line of Pawnee. They'll have to get to the Washington 37-yard line or 38-yard line to get a first down. 3:03 and counting in the half.
Too wide up top.
Cantrell takes a snap. Looks like a little hook and ladder play, and that's what it is. They get to Cole Scott, and he piles himself past the 50-yard line, tackled by Jake Mitchell right at the midfield line.
Brad got a punt? Yep. I was about to say, they might go for it right here, TJ. Got the ball back to just across midfield, but, I heard punt come out of Brad's mouth. So.
Well, you hope that you can keep Black Bears from scoring any more in this half. There's 2:53 left. They like to run the ball, so you would think they'd kill a lot of clock. And then the Warriors will get the ball to start the second half, so not a terrible decision. Back to punt is Kobe Scott. Another high kick. Ball bounces, almost hits 34, and it's down at the 1-yard line. Great hustle by number 18, J.J. Jones.
Gave a little tip back.
Down inside the 1-yard line.
Jacob Jones with the hustle on special teams.
It's a big play.
He's able to pin Pawnee down at the 1. And now it gives Warriors a chance to get a stop and maybe, because Pawnee's got it, they're not going to be they're going to be conservative here. They're not going to try to do too much. Warriors do have a couple timeouts left. Ball's on the 1. They're going to be there's a chance still for them to score. Nice punt by Kobe Scott. That's going to help the yardage there with it. It's been about a 48-yard punt because it rolled down to the 1, right? Pawnee stacked close to the goal line. They hand it off. Malik Barber able to find a seam. Run to the left by Barber. Gets up close to 10 yards on the play.
That's another thing here, TJ, for this Warrior D. Don't get complacent. You got 2:45 left or 2:28 right now left in this quarter. Just because you got them pinned deep, don't get complacent because Pawnee's had a couple good drives and ran the ball down your throat, during this game. So Warrior D still's got to key in right here before the half and come up with a stop.
guess, second down and 1 for Black Bears. It looks like they're trying to just get out of the half. They're running that play clock down to below 5 seconds and try to run it up the middle.
Stevenson on the carry.
Gonna push it up for about a couple yards and get the first down. But the defensive line is starting to hold their ground like we talked about in the last drive. Number 70, Dom Jackson, and 54, Nathan Rainey.
Don't get complacent. They may try to take a shot deep right here.
Yeah, I don't know. I seen that quarterback throw it at 15 yards, and it barely got there. So Reese got the pass interference call. I don't know if I want to test our secondary. Reese Stevens and Jameson Holland there at the safety spots. Handoff goes again up the middle. And the Warriors stack them up.
Handoff.
Number 40, Jake Wells. Jake Wells' name being called a lie. We're going to end up with double-digit tackles.
He's an animal, man. I'm telling you.
Looks like the Warriors are going to call timeout.
Timeout on the field.
With 1:13 to go. We'll take one with them. We're watching Washington Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Booster Club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks.
Welcome back to Reed Field, where your Warriors lead 22-6 over the Pawnee Black Bears. Pawnee ranked number 7 in Class A, according to the Vibe magazine preseason poll. 1:13 left to go in the half. The Warriors trying to make Pawnee have to punt it one more time and try to get the ball into the hands of our dangerous offense. Second down and 11 for the visitors.
Presenting action, the ball at the 11-yard line. Second down.
Black Bears come back out with Mitchell, Malik Brown, and Stevenson in the backfield. They hand it off to Malik Brown. He's looking to go through there, but he is not going anywhere. Met first by number 20, Hayden Milner. First time we've been able to call his name tonight.
Timeout, Washington.
Washington calls another timeout, so they're looking to get the ball. Go ahead, Kyle.
You talk about Hayden. That's one kid we heard his name a lot last year. He stepped up big time last year, especially during the playoff run, and made some big plays. And Warrior D is looking forward to having him out there as defensive end this year.
He had 9 sacks last year as a sophomore, and gotten bigger and stronger. And he's like a silent assassin. He's just quiet and goes about his business and does his job and does it well. And I wouldn't be surprised if Pawnee had been keying in on him to make sure they're running away from him or double teaming him to keep him out of the backfield. But he was able to slip free and get a big stop there, a loss of a couple yards, bring up third down for the Black Bears. A lot of stuff going on in Washington at the beginning of the school year. We got football. Junior high will start next week at Little Axe. We got a bond issue coming up in October. We'll be trying to get some interviews and learning more about that as we go along. Cross country had their first meet Tuesday at Purcell, so a lot of stuff. Busy beginning of the school year. Wouldn't have it any other way. Warriors come out on the line with number 70 Dom Jackson, number 54 Nathan Rainey, 20 Hayden Milner, and number 56 Rope Scott. Backers are Rhett Vaughn, Kobe Scott has slipped in there. They're blitzing Lane Spalding up the middle, and he's able to blow this play up. There's not going to be any yardage gained on that. It's going to be 4th down at the 11-yard line of Washington.
4th down.
Or Pawnee, excuse me.
50 seconds left. Warriors might have one play. I don't know. Brad may just get it and go into the half content with a 22-6 lead, but you never know.
There is a 12-second play clock differential. Excuse me. So Pawnee will have to run another play. You never know here. Bad snap could get you a safety, block punt, and then you got this speedy Lane Steele lined up at the Pawnee 41-yard line. So looks like Pawnee is going to try to run the clock out as much as they can and take a timeout. We'll go ahead and take a timeout with them. You're watching Washington Warrior football on the Squirtle app and on WashingtonWarrior.tv.
Today at 405-217-0267 or visit VersatileNetworks.com for more information.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care.
Welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris. The Warriors lead 22-6. Pawnee had called a timeout with 12 seconds left to go before they have to punt. Looks like number 2, Jake Mitchell, standing on his own end zone, is going to attempt the punt. Lane Steele at the 45-yard line. Nice high punt, angled to the left, and they might want to get a touch on it. Clock is rolling. 4, 3, 2, and the refs are going to give them a chance, and they do. Got lucky there. Sometimes, Kyle, you'll see that where the opposing team will just let the clock run out there if you don't have somebody there. Left. Yeah, so let's see. You got big receivers. You got 2 seconds. Why not just see if you can throw it up there and let them make a play here?
Well, like you said, that would be ideal, but, 22-6. Brad may be content with just going in, but I don't know.
Or why would you call timeouts?
That's true.
If you weren't going to try to score.
Got Hendricks down here singled out alone. Got
they're in a
right
position. Yeah, they're in a position to where
the
defense is. Yeah, they're not. I mean, yeah, I'd like Luke Hendricks or Lane Steele right here. Now they're just going to run it up the middle with Cole Scott, and he's able to pick up 15 yards, but that's going to end the first half. Washington Warriors with a good first half, 22-6. Stopped Pawnee on the after the initial drive and is able to go into halftime with a 16-point lead. You're watching Washington Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service, why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land team today at 405-761-4808.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network?
Welcome back to Reed Field with the Warriors lead 22-6 at halftime. We're going to let the fans now enjoy the Washington Warrior Band. They will be performing September 18th in Moore. We will be trying to stream that on the Squirtle app as well and on WashingtonWarriors.tv. Ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Warrior Band.
Every lifetime, something happens that changes everything, that sets the world on a new path. Something that creates a new generation.
great job there by the Washington Warrior Band there, Kyle. They, you hear them at about 7 o'clock in the morning. Just the drum line.
Yeah, and, hey,
love the sound of that first
the
thing in
kids
the morning.
love that too.
Oh yeah.
Elementary school, Bowen, my daughter, give her a shout out. She had her tonsils out this morning, so she wasn't able to make it tonight. She's at home watching, but she always talks about the band gets, or the little kids get a hype out there. When they roll up, get out of the cars, and on game days, kids out there. Good school community, everybody out there having a little pep rally.
That's what I love about this town is there's opportunities for everybody to be a part of something, and our band has been just doing great over the last couple of years. Won state last year, and they just the thing about it is they put just as much time as everybody does to be successful in everything else that we do in this community, whether it be the sports, the academics, the arts. Our drama club's really doing great, and so.
And like you said this year, with Squirtle, we're gonna try to get some of their band competition stuff on stream and be able to, for fans not able to make that, be able to see that. So
yeah, we're
able
to.
For all sports.
Yeah, we're gonna look at right now. We got the cheerleaders coming out. We're gonna be trying to get them streamed online. We got ag. Excuse me. Ag is gonna be. We're gonna do some ag things too. So it's gonna be a great platform for us to be able to showcase the students in this community. We'll go ahead and give it to the cheerleaders. It looks like they got a group cheer they're going to do. So the Washington Warriors lady cheerleaders and the Pawnee Lady Black Bear cheerleaders.
Great job, Lady Warriors and Lady Black Bears.
We talked about the Lady Warrior Washington cheer team, state champions from last year, right?
Yep.
You had a daughter on the cheer team. You're a cheer dad?
Yep.
Last 4 years?
I'll tell you what, we talk about this every year, TJ, but I was a little skeptical getting into that at first, but man, you go to their competition, that 2 minutes that they're on the floor, or 3 minutes, whatever it is, man, it's hot. It'll put chills on your arms.
Well, I remember when my son Tucker was about just a newborn basically, and we traveled to Tulsa to watch him in the state championship, and it was definitely like anticipation filled because you're waiting. You don't know what's about to happen. They're getting judged and they were able to win state, and everybody went nuts, and Tucker started crying.
And that too, a lot of people look past. These girls prepare, all season to perform for 2 minutes. Football season has however many games to get to a state finals, but these girls got 2 minutes to do what they've worked on all year to try to be the best. So
well, then last year because of COVID, it kept getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and so a season for them that usually ends in September, October. They weren't ending until like February, and so they were practicing for a long, long time, and so much deserved state championship for them.
Let's recognize our
We'll go ahead and we got the cross country seniors now.
We will start off with Miss Katie Adams. Katie is the daughter of Mitch and Karen Adams. Katie's activities while at Washington have been cross country, track, basketball, FCA, National Honor Society yearbook, Science Club, Fish Club, and Art Club. Katie's future plans are to attend college somewhere along the coast and pursue a degree in physical therapy. Her favorite memory is staying out late after school events with some of the greatest people. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Katie Adams. Next, we have Ms. Madison Blankenship. Madison is the daughter of Melanie and Jerry Blankenship. Her activities have been cross country, cheer, and FFA. Her future plans are to study in college to become a forensic psychologist and travel. Her favorite memory while at Washington has been winning state in cheer. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Madison Blankenship. Next, we have Miss Josie Castle. Josie is the daughter of Jeremy and Brandy Castle. Her activities while at Washington include cheer, cross country, National Honor Society, art club, science club, and student council. Her future plans are to go to college to pursue a degree in anthropology and museum studies, then on to law school and to travel the world. Her favorite memory while at Washington is playing sneak on campus at 4 in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Josie Castle. Next, we have Miss Maddie Richardson. Maddie is the daughter of Angela Vaughn and Eddie Vaughn, Stacy Richardson and Adam Richardson. Her activities while at Washington include fast pitch, slow pitch, track, cross country, NHS, FCA, and basketball. Her future plans are to graduate from college and marry a hot cowboy that is rich. Her favorite memory while at Washington is winning state in the long jump. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Maddie Richardson. And these are our cross-country seniors.
Congratulations to our cross-country senior runners. Competed on Tuesday at Purcell and did a great job. They've been getting out here since the middle of July and running in the mornings and in the evenings. Committing a lot of time to being successful at that and looking forward to a successful successful season for the cross-country runners. Now we will look at our senior band members.
Mr. Clay Cheek. Clay is the son of Derek and Laura Cheek. Clay's activities while at Washington have been band. His future plans are to work and eventually open his own mechanic shop. His favorite memory while being in Washington are the late night band competitions. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Clay Cheek. Our next senior is Miss Aubrey Cornforth. Aubrey is the daughter of Tony and Amy Cornforth. Her activities while at Washington have been drama club, show choir, band, and National Honor Society. Her future plans are to go to college, study music and pre-med, go to optometry school, and buy into a practice. Her favorite memory while at Washington is going to Brahms with Mr. Ford and the drumline, and also both band trips to Orlando and St. Louis. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aubrey Cornforth. Next we have senior Miss Hallie Dancer. Hallie is the daughter of Jennifer and Michael Dancer. Her activities while at Washington are cheer, golf, band, drama club, NHS, and yearbook. Her plans after graduation are to go to college, study psychology, become famous, and own exotic pets. Her favorite memory at WHS is playing a very unique game of Scrabble in Miss Flick's room. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Hallie Dancer. Next, we have Miss Alexis Harrington. Alexis is the daughter of Brandy and Jason Glover. Her activities at Washington include band, color guard, and drama club helping drama club with hair and makeup. Her future plans are to go to college, start working in a salon, and save enough money to start her own business. Her favorite memory while at Washington? Playing sight with my friends on the band bus. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alexis Harrington. Next senior is Mr. Jordan Six. Jordan is the son of Melanie and Robert Six. His activities while at Washington include band, academic team, student council, NHS, FCA, and Fish Club. His future plans are to go to college and trust in God's plan. His favorite memory while at Washington, the St. Louis trip with the band. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jordan Six. Ladies and gentlemen, give another hand for these Washington Band seniors.
Got about 2 minutes left before the teams come back out to warm up. We'll go ahead and toss it to Kyle. Kyle has some first half stats brought to us by his dad from the sidelines.
Yeah, Bob Harris, official stat man for a while now, last several years, and it was a pretty decent job. Not a real eventful first half, like you said. The score's 22-6, but Washington had a total of 275 total offense, 10 first downs. 149 of that was rushing, 126 passing. Cantrell, 6 for 9, 126 yards passing. Also, a little bit of sloppiness, TJ. Not as bad as you'd expect for a week 1 game. 4 penalties for 40 yards. Flip it over to Pawnee right here. Total 201 yards rushing. How many do you think they had passing, TJ?
I think I've seen 2 passes and they're both incomplete.
So yeah, that 201 yards was all rushing, 9 first downs and 2 penalties for 15 yards. So really, not a super eventful first half, but like you said, the score is 22-6, and rolling into the third quarter here.
You got to think that Coach Beller is happy with that offensive performance. 275 yards. That's on pace for 550 yards. That's quite a bit and 44 points for a first game. You know, with the new style offense, trying to be more balanced with the pass and the rush.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, like you said earlier, new offensive coordinator Queston Autry stepping in, kind of handing the reins over to him, let him make calls. So 275 is pretty dang good half, but
good balance. 149 and 126.
Good balance, but you know, you got to think of how many fumble snaps do we have and stuff like that. You clean that up, you know, you're looking at
there's 3 or 4 plays right there.
Maybe 300 or 400 yards.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, I agree. Fans watching the game on the live stream might notice that there's ads being played on the corners, and during our timeouts, we've been cutting in with the ads. We are able to provide this service for you guys free of charge right now based on the advertisements from the community. So
it does take about 2 weeks to get them on.
Correct.
There.
That's why none of these may not look familiar. These are more of around the city area, but it's kind of to show the people at home what it looks like if you're wanting to advertise. Not only does there are options to advertise on the corner of the screen during our timeouts. Also, there's ads that can be shown that will be put on our school website, which is, or not our school website, but our streaming website, which is WashingtonWarriors.tv. And there's an opportunity for them to be on the app as well. So we've already had a couple of businesses inquire about it and have bought some ads. And so if we're able to cover the equipment costs and the maintenance of the website, and every year we'll be able to provide this service for free, which is much better than the services that I believe we provided in the past.
Yeah, like you said, free is the key term right there, TJ. You know, got a great streaming service. Already fans reached out over the night, said that it's pictures good, sounds good. So, like you said, that's free. You know, you guys jump on and get us some sponsors in here, get some stuff paid for, and we'll continue to bring you Warrior football and like you said, other sports. That's another thing we're bringing to the table. We're haven't done in the past. We're bringing other sports and extracurricular activities to the table here that are going to be streamed throughout the year. Great opportunity for fans that can't make those events to get on there and watch. So, like you said, you know, you guys, businesses around the area, reach out to us and we'll get you on here. We'd appreciate everybody that chips into this thing.
Yeah, well, the ads aren't just for football games. Anything that we stream, the ads will be playing on, and you get a full year's worth of advertising, whatever we stream for the entire year. If you start, you know, in September 25th, you get September 25th all the way to next year, September 25th. So hopefully we're able to get that covered so we can keep this free. And we're building up an audio-visual program here at Washington as well. So we got students on board that are excited. We're going to get some grants and try to get some more cameras so that we can provide different angles. And again, we're just real excited about this opportunity for them. I was talking to Penny Taylor. Her husband's watching overseas right now. He's in the military.
Yeah,
he's
awesome.
watching overseas. He didn't know if he's going to be able to watch football this year because of whatever platform being at different times at night with the time change. And he was excited. He got a text message like, how much is it going to cost? And it doesn't going to cost you anything. So, and so he's overseas serving our country. And so we appreciate that.
We appreciate that.
Yep. And so that's the opportunity that we're trying to provide for our viewers. If you can't be here at the game, we'd love to have you in the stands. Love our stands when they're full. But if you're not able to make it, maybe even on road games, and you don't want to, like we were at Pawnee last year. It was about 105 degrees out of Pawnee. If you're able to sit in the comfort of your home and not worry about the heat, that kind of gives you the luxury that we can provide for you. So we're going to take a quick timeout before the second half starts. You're watching Washington Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv in the Squirtle app.
Week. Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
Oh, it's not even. It is.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care.
Welcome back to Reed Field. TJ Scholes, Kyle Harris here at the start of the second half kickoff. Pawnee will be kicking to the Washington Warriors. Back to receive for the Warriors is number 26, Brayton Arthur, and number 30, Cade Norman. Number 2, Jake Mitchell, lining up to kick. On the first kickoff he angled it towards the right side to Ben Vaughn. Ben Vaughn was able to have a nice return. Another squib kick. Nice job.
Good job following
by the front line guys. Who was that? Number 11. That's a Taylor, I believe. Case Taylor, yes.
Yep.
His dad be proud of that, showing off some hands there. Sometimes, though, what happens there, Kyle, is guys start running back to get their blocks.
Yeah, not expecting that.
Not expected, and that's when hits you right in the side of the head and ends up being a fumble. But good job by Case being aware. Warriors will have the ball at their 46-yard line. And come out in the spread formation. Major Cantrell at quarterback in the shotgun. They send Lane Steele in the jet motion. Low snap, and Cantrell gets it. Cole Scott gets the handoff and pushes the ball up to the 49-yard line. Brought down by Seth Burnett of the Pawnee Black Bears. 3-yard gain will make it 2nd and 7 for the Warriors.
Get Bergeron one of the tennis balls. Work out that forearm, buddy. Get that snap up. You know they talked about it during half, so.
Good snap there. That was a out route to Kobe Scott. He breaks through a tackle. Nice block. Now he's at the 35-30. He's dragging the defender down to the 20-yard line. Might be a block in the back there.
Yeah, we said block in the back, but Cage Morris, I think they're going to have him for blocking the back right there, and that one will come back.
The penalty is at the 42-yard line, 43-yard line. Check that. Call holding. Back him up. And the young receiver trying to bust the play open, being physical. at the point of attack, but a little too much hands. Going to cost 10 yards for the Warriors and back it up to the 47-yard line. And we'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Washington. Cantrell almost gets the lineman to jump off sides. Fans disagree. Gets the call from the sidelines and sends it to the lineman. Gets the snap, hands off to Coach Scott. He's at the 40. Cuts it back to the right. Past the 35-yard line and down to the 33. A 20-yard gain by the junior running back, Cole Scott.
I could have ran through that hole, TJ. That was a big hole. Big boys got it cleared out, gave him some room, and Warriors going on with the hurry up right here.
Again, snaps it quick. Tries to take advantage of Pawnee being not set, but they weren't fooled. Cole Scott able to push up for 3 yards. That's how they scored their touchdown, though. They had a quick strike. Looks like the Warriors this year, if they get some big play opportunities, then they're coming back with a fast play coming up right after that.
2nd down, 8.
Cantrell looking at the coaches on the sideline for the play. All the players now wearing wristbands to get the plays in. He tells Cole Scott what it is. Takes the handoff, looking up the seam to Cage Morris. He catches it, breaks a tackle at the 5, and drags down to the 4-yard line. Nice catch by the sophomore slot receiver.
Great pitch and catch right there, TJ. Saw that play earlier in the game, and Cage kind of bobbled it, but like I said, Major led him right there, right into his hands, and was able to big pickup for the Warrior O.
1st down and goal from the 4. Handoff goes to Cole Scott. Black Bears were not fooled by that. Number 45 for the Black Bears, Westland Brewer, in the backfield to meet him. Brings up 2nd down and goal from the 5. 9:40 and counting in the 3rd quarter. Warriors now changing up the pace, going a little slower and getting the call from Coach Q from the sidelines. 13 seconds on the play clock. Major directs his offensive line with the call. Takes the snap, takes the handoff, looks to run up the middle. Touchdown! Warriors, there is a flag in the middle of the field.
Major's limping around a little bit too. That might not be good, but see what the refs will talk about it right here.
Usually they got holding there. Replay 2nd down. They'll back it up to the 15-yard line. Warriors getting set up. They have receivers to the left are Luke Hendricks and Cage Morris in the slot. Lane Steele as well. Luke Hendrick and Cage Morris are stacked on top of each other. Kobe Scott ISO down here on the bottom of the screen with the safety rolled over the top. Handoff goes to Cole Scott to the left. He looks for the hold. Touchdown, Warriors!
Good hole right there.
15-yard touchdown run by Cole Scott. Like you said, Kyle, that hole was huge. Good blocking.
Just a little zone read, let it develop, get across there. Big hole opened up and hit it with authority. He's in for another 6.
They were able to seal the end. The receivers did their job blocking the corners. That gives the Warriors a 28-6 lead. Hegeman to kick the extra point. Nice. Up and in. Makes it 29-6. Washington Warriors. We'll take a quick timeout. You're watching Washington Warrior TV, or Washington Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Here, we'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service, why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching to Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you.
Welcome back to Reed Field, where the Warriors lead 29-6 with 8:47 left to go in the third quarter. Kobe Scott set to kick off. He's had 2 touchbacks and a ball stop on the 15-yard line. Line drive kickoff, snagged by quarterback Jake Mitchell at the 10. He's looking to return it. He's down the right side, and he has some room to run. He's brought down like number 36 for the Warriors. That would be Keller Howard. Makes the tackle.
Scott put a little heat on that ball. Jake Mitchell had some ups and went up and got that ball.
Good hands, too. I was like, that's going to go over his head.
Went up and got it. Not a bad little return right there.
Keller Howard, great story. If you haven't heard about this young man, got to go look him up. Great story. Good to see him make a play there. Pawnee comes out with some spread formation, hands it off Stevenson up the middle, and is able to pick up quite a bit of yards on the first down play, 7-yard gain, bring up second down and 3. Keller, Kyle, I don't know if you've heard his story, but he has hearing impaired, and there's a big story on ESPN about him when he was younger, and it's just great to see him be able to come out here and compete. Fans can look that up as well. Great story. His little brother Hudson Howard is a football player too, a freshman. They came in here last year. It's just a great family, and if you haven't heard about his story, you should go look it up. Pawnee takes the snap, hands it up the middle.
Play. Who was that?
Looks like 36, Keller Howard again. Taking advantage of his opportunity at that linebacker position. Able to stop the Pawnee running back in the backfield and brings up a big third down for the defense. Right now, all the momentum with Washington. A stop here, it almost put the nail in the coffin. Warriors sending pressure, and they just got him stacked up. Case Taylor coming in from the backside. Clean it up a little bit. Fourth down and 2 now.
That's another thing. Heard his name a lot tonight, Case Taylor, TJ. I'm excited, man. This group of guys got a lot of young guys, sophomores, a lot of juniors, and this team is young, and they're only going to get better, man. We've been looking forward to this young bunch coming up. That was freshmen last year, and they've kind of stepped up to the cause.
Pawnee showing punt. Warriors are going to play safe and not make sure they don't try to go for it. And punt is away, rolls down past the 20 to the 16-yard line. It'll be about a 47-yard punt by Jake Mitchell. The Warriors will take over at the 16-yard line with 6:41 to go in the third quarter. Yeah, there's a bunch of sophomores contributing. Coach Beller right now is looking. You got Case in there, and you put Keller in there. He's made a couple of good plays as a sophomore, and you got a good mix. You mentioned that earlier in the game, just a good mix of veterans that have played a lot, because all those seniors have played a lot since they were freshmen, and then they're going to be able to teach these younger guys, and it's just going to keep the, instead of rebuilding, you'll always be reloading. Cantrell looking towards the sideline, trying to get the call from Coach Q. He's had to get a better angle. Barks the orders to his lineman. Gets the snap, hands it off to Cole Scott. Cole Scott tries to bounce it out to the outside, and he is drugged down by number 41 by Pawnee, Barrett Stevenson, the running back. No gain on the play. Will bring up second down and 10.
Short gain on the play. Gain of 1.
Scott's coming off running. 30K Norman right there coming in at running back. See.
Another sophomore?
Yep. Another young kid. See what he has to offer.
Trips to the left for the Warriors. Single receiver on the right is Kobe Scott. Handoff goes to Cade Norman up the middle. He is stuffed right line of scrimmage by Jacob Warnock. Able to pick up about 2 or 3 yards, right?
About 3 and 5 here, 3 and 6, somewhere in that range.
3rd and 6.
With hurry up right here.
Trying to see if they can catch the Black Bears in a position that's not successful, and they were able to make number 70, Connor McClendon, jump off sides and gain 5 free yards. I do like that. I like the up-tempo style. Defense had already messed up. The corner that was supposed to be on the other side of the field had to run across to get there. And then just confusion by the defense allowed the Warriors to pick up a free 5 yards.
Brings up a 3rd down and manageable here.
3rd and 1, there's a lot of plays in the book than you knew on this play, on this down. Looks like they are 31, Luke Mitchell, is playing real tight up on Kobe Scott. They're just going to hand it off to Cade Norman. He's going to put his head down and run forward. Good job blocking by the lineman. Number 55, Tanner Winlock. And number 50, Nathan Spalding, who Cade Norman was running right up behind.
That's TJ, you got Winlock up there. You've got Berglund, who's a young kid. Also, you got Dom. He's a pretty good sized boy. So, you know, you can get those big boys off the line and head downhill. You're gonna pick up a lot of first downs on short down situations.
4:54 to go in the 3rd quarter. Warriors again in trips, and defense isn't lined up right, and that's where Cade Norman's running, and he's trying to get to the outside and slung around. Is still running, turning his legs before being drugged down by number 41, Barrett Stevenson. Their defense was trying to get adjusted to that side, and that's where the offense was running. And I think getting there just in time was able to keep them from picking up any more yards than we did. But good 6-yard run by Cade Norman. Bring up 2nd and 4 for the Warriors. Warriors getting the play call in from the sideline. Again, taking a little more time off the clock on this possession. 3 seconds on the play clock. And they just get it snapped off. They hand it to Cade Norman.
Big hole.
He looks to run. Nice tackle by number 15 for the Warriors, or for the Pawnee Black Bears, Jacob Warnock.
Gonna have enough to move the chains. Another good pickup for Cade right there. Probably gonna switch him out. And let's see who's coming.
Braden Arthur now into the running back. That kid's
he's got a little speed, don't he?
Yeah, he's pretty fast.
Another one of the kids on the track team, isn't he?
Yep. The stable of backs for Coach Beller and the Warriors, just to wear this defense down. Cantrell barking out the cadence and trying to get the Black Bears to draw off sides again. He's unable to do so. Yeah, I didn't know if they were going to catch him. We had a lineman on the left there move a little bit early. We have a 5-yard penalty. Bring up 1st down and 15.
We got over there 60, McCauley. I can't see who's right beside him.
That's going to be number, I believe that's Jordan Vanier, if I'm correct. 79 maybe? Either Vanier or Dom Jackson at that 78. That's what it is. Oh, there's not a 78. Must be 79 then. Cantrell gets the call, hands it off to the speedy Braden Arthur. He sees a hole. He busts through. He's at the 45, close to the 40-yard line of Pawnee. burst of speed by the junior running back gives the Warriors a first down.
You see him right there. He gets in that secondary, gets a little burst of speed on her, man. That kid's going to be deadly.
I'm sure they got Braden listed as a freshman on here. I know Coach Beller wishes he was a freshman. Well, I believe he's a junior. His brother Cole Arthur now, he's a freshman. 2:35 left to go in the third quarter. Washington leads 29-6. They send Cage Morris in motion. They hand it to him on the jet. He takes it to the left side. Strides down the side and is able to get close to the 20-yard line. The left side of the field. He doesn't look like he's running fast, but he takes such long strides that it takes up ground quickly.
That's the deal too. He's a young kid, sophomore, but he's a stocky human being, man. He's another one kid. You get downhill, he's not going to be an easy guy to tackle.
Warriors going tempo now, trying to draw him off sides again. Cage's also a three-sport athlete in basketball and baseball and very good at all three sports. Cantrell gets the snap, hands it off to Braden Arthur. Look at him go. Nice running there.
I got tripped up in the backfield, keep them little feet pumping, and was able to pick up a big gain right there, bring up a 1st and goal for the Warriors.
How about that? You bring in you bang them up with Cole Scott a little bit. Get some banging in there with Cade Norman, and then you bring in more fresh legs, and are able to just exploit the defense. Looks like the officials are gonna have them take a water break, I suppose. We'll take one with them. You're watching the Washington Warriors on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
We invite you to call our Great Plains Land Team today at 405-761-4808.
One thing we haven't mentioned, Kyle, is our softball team so far. 14-1 on this young season.
Only got beat one time this year, so they're coming in hot to start out the year.
They won Chisholm Trail Tournament, beating Blanchard. Then Blanchard came back and beat us.
New coach also.
New coach, Tyler Lampkin. Doing a great job so far. Talented group of ladies and a fun group to go watch. They got some girls that can throw, and they got some girls that can hit, and they got some girls that can defend. So that's a pretty good combination.
Pretty good little mix.
Yeah, to have a successful
That's what you hope for on the basketball court, don't you?
Yeah.
Get a little mix of guys that can do it all.
Yeah. So 14-1 on the season right now. Went 3-0 this last week. And so with some good victories over some high quality opponents. North Rock Creek, I believe they played Prague, shut out Prague. So
that's another thing too, TJ. You said it right there. Playing bigger name schools, it's always good where you can go play those non-conference schedules of 5, 6A schools and be able to be successful against them. Build that confidence up, and that makes for a good long year.
Pitching for the Lady Warriors were Maggie Place and Ellie Allison. Ellie throws about 500 miles an hour, and Maggie can make that thing spin like no other. So couple good pitchers, both junior pitchers for us. So looks to be a successful season on the way. First down and goal for the Warriors at the 6-yard line. Low snap. Cantrell's able to pick it up, and 41 Stevenson takes a little bit of anger out on Braden Arthur there. Not before he's able to pick up a couple yards, but I think Stevenson was tired of seeing Arthur run all over them. Second and goal for Washington. 1:20 and counting in the third quarter. 29-6 lead for the Warriors. Pawnee scored on their first possession, but hasn't been able to get in the end zone since. The fumble by on the exchange. It's still loose, and
still
looks
out.
like the Black Bears
got
recovered.
it. First turnover of the game.
Number 36, Malik Barber, was able to bounce on it. Looked like a bad exchange between the quarterback and the receiver on the jet sweep.
Like I said, first turnover of the game with 1:04 left in the third quarter. That's pretty impressive, both team-wise, TJ. You know, first game. Like we've talked about all night, those pregame jitters. But you know, that's something you don't want to see. And Pawnee up on the turnover battle so far.
1:04 left to go in the quarter. Pawnee fumbles it this time, hits it off the shoulder. It's loose. He's close to getting a safety there.
Just about gave it back.
And Bowl is then looks like it's placed at the 1. That snap came in hot. Hit him right on the shoulder pads. Might have took the eye off the ball and tried to get the play going quicker than the ball got there. And it's fortunate enough for them to recover. It's like number 5, Jackson Hendricks, is coming in for Kobe Scott.
A safety.
They're creeping up. There's about 10 of our 11 guys in the box. They hand it off, and it's just a big scrum in the middle. Hayden Milner just throws him down, and he's going to get in trouble for that. It looks like now it's getting a little bit chippy.
Tackle on the play by number 20 for the Warriors. That's Hayden Milner.
Like 41 took exception to, Barrett Stevenson took exception to the suplex that Milner gave him. It's going to cost the Warriors 15 yards and give the Black Bears a first down. The officials are discussing it. I wonder if they
are we offsetting?
Maybe call an offset, because there was some reaction by the Pawnee player as well. Let's see what the officials have here. Looks like the officials picking the ball up, so that's going to be more than likely a 15-yard penalty on the Warriors. Let's see what the official has to say. Dead ball, personal foul on the Warriors. And they're going to, it's not an automatic first down, so it's going to move the ball close to the first down marker. It's going to end up being a 3rd down and 3 for the Black Bears. So not an automatic first down. Go to my resident official, Mr. Stuart McPherson, and see if, make sure I clear up my rules. Clock is running with 17 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Pawnee might just wait and cool their heads a little bit and go to the 4th quarter. That's what it looks like they're doing as the clock ticks down to 0. Warriors head to the 4th quarter, up 29-6. You're watching the Washington Warrior football team on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Welcome back to Reed Field. Warriors lead 29-6 in the fourth quarter. Pawnee has the ball with 3rd down and 3 from their 17-yard line. Jake Mitchell, quarterback, takes the snap, looking to pass, has a receiver open, throws it really hard at him, 15, intended to number 15, Jacob Warnock. Looked like Cade Norman was almost there for an interception.
Yeah, just the ball was just a little bit underthrown, and if it would have been up just a little bit, he'd have been right on the money for that INT.
4th down for Pawnee, and they're going to punt. Number 30, Cade Norman, is back to receive. Some new Warriors in the game. Number 25, Isaiah Tyler. Number 88, Caden Hutchinson. Number 74, Wyatt Denton. 54, Nathan Rainey. He's been playing a lot of minutes. Looks like number 61, Baylor Haynes, on the line. Baylor almost gets to the punter and he makes him shank it. The ball rolls out of bounds around the 23-yard line. Good pressure there by Baylor Haynes, getting some action early, and he's able to make the pressure the punter enough to. That's the worst punt he's had all night.
Yeah, make the most of that rep. If you get in the ball game, TJ, you're gonna make the most of it. So go after it. But like you said, punt just barely past the 1st down marker and bring up a 1st and 10 for the Warrior O.
The Warriors in great field position.
Looking like we're going to see
26-yard line.
Looking like we're going to see Jackson Hendricks right here at QB.
Yeah, I got taking Kobe Scott out, putting JJ in. Jacob Jones, number 4, Cole Beller in there. 26. Braden Arthur at the running back spot. Jax Hendricks is at the quarterback spot. Number 28 runs in there quick. Jake Coles on the sideline, and that play is messed up from the beginning. Tackle is number 62, Camden McClendon.
Just absolutely come in there and blow it up.
It's like they were bringing in, trying to get some offensive line. I heard at the beginning of the year there's about up to 13 players in position battles for the offensive line spots. So there's some opportunity here for guys to make their case. Hendricks barks out the cadence. Moves Braden Arthur to the right. Hands it off to Braden Arthur. He's looking to the left.
Got a hold.
And he fumbles it. And still loose. It looks like Pawnee might recover. And it is.
So that penalty will be declined. It'll be Pawnee ball.
Yeah, that's the second fumble of the night by the Warriors. Again, all these opportunities are there for the Warriors to get on film and learn from. It's like the Black Bears will have their ball, or have the ball at the 10-yard line with 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Case Taylor in at the linebacker spot with Ben Vaughn and Keller Howard. Isaiah Tyler and Jacob Jones in at the corner spots. Caden Norman and Jax Hendricks filling out the secondary at the safety spots. Jake Mitchell, quarterback for Pawnee, takes the snap. Hands it off to running back. Looks like number
18. 18, Jacob Jones on the tackle.
Couldn't see who the carrier was on that one. 13 yards, though, give the Black Bears a first down. Ball on the 23-yard line. Again, Black Bears with a very tight line up at the line. Hand it off and running back hard run, number 15, Jacob Warnock. Punishing run by the running back for about a 7-yard gain. Makes it second down and 3 for the Black Bears. Looks like Pawnee's bringing in some new offensive linemen. Big offensive lineman there for the Black Bears. They're going to end up having
they got
another
Class
good season.
Class A, man. That's gonna be a pretty big bunch up on the front end.
Their quarterback 6'2", about 200 pounds, so he's got to be a threat to run as well. Handoff goes to number 11, Tyler Jim. It looks like it's stripped. J.J. Jones able to stake it away from him. Jacob Jones made the play on the special teams where they were able to, he's the one that nailed it down at the 1 yard line earlier, and now he makes a defensive play, trying to get himself some more playing time for the junior. Warriors will take over now at the 9 yard line. 9:43 left to go in the game. See if the Warriors can have a better offensive possession than last time.
Kink worked out with the second bunch here, and see if we can get them rolling.
You just got to try to hopefully just calm down and say, let's go up there. Just play like you've been playing in practice.
That's one thing, second, third bunch at this point in the game, you get in there against the first bunch from Pawnee. They're already mad and got their ears pinned back, so, you just got to secure the ball and make the most of your reps.
Anthony Tabor getting some look at the lineman position. Looks like Coach Beller is going to take a timeout and make sure that the fellas know what's going on. We'll take one with them. You're watching Warrior Football on WashingtonWarrior.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Versatile Networks can handle all of your school or business technology and wiring needs. Expanding into a new building or office space? We would love to.
Welcome back to Reed Field. Warriors have first and goal from the 9 yard line, up 29-6 with 9:43 left to go in the ball game. Hendricks takes the snap, takes the handoff to Norman, gonna keep it. He's at the 5, and he's close to the end zone. They're going to say he's down.
He's in.
One of them called him in. The other one's calling him down. Is he in?
I was about to say, sideline judge on the other side gave hands up. And
looks like they give it to him. Touchdown. Anticlimactic touchdown for the Warriors. A 9 yard run by junior quarterback Jax Hendricks. Good hard running there to get to the end zone. Extra point attempt by Sam Hegeman. Snap is down. Ooh. Looks like he tried to put a little bit of draw on that with his foot club right there.
Save that for Sunday.
Sunday, that's right. We do have a
Warrior Golf Tournament
on Sunday at Westwood in Norman.
If you ain't in?
If you're not in, you might want to get in. Yeah. Looked like Sam was trying to put a little draw, a little backspin on that football with this little 9-iron leg iron, right?
You play it for the first year?
No, I wasn't able to get a team. I thought my buddies were gonna let me join.
Say, get in front of me, the group in front of me. I'll hit into you all day.
I guess I wasn't good. My tryout when I shot 100 wasn't good enough for them. I'm good with everybody else's shots, not my own. Warriors lead. 9:34 left to go in the game. They lead 35-6 after the fumble recovery by Jacob Jones and the 9 yard touchdown run by Jackson Hendricks. Next week, a tough battle.
Sulphur at home. Be a good game.
Last year, we went down I-35 and matched their physicality and came away with a win, a tradition-rich program in the Sulphur Bulldogs. They're going to come here looking for some revenge. They're playing Tuttle tonight Kyle, another thing I don't even know if the fans notice is there's a ticker going on while the game's going on. We used to have to get on our phones and get on the Squirtle app and give up scores. Now we can just
we got it.
It's right there. You got Pahuska. You know, they're a state. I'm thinking they're state semifinals against Cashin last year, or the finals, and they're blowing out the team. Adair beat them last year. They're losing to Jay by 10. So it's nice to have that scoreboard right there instead of having to stay on your phone.
And once again, fans, get on the Squirtle app and check it out. I said earlier, I said NFL, but it's Squirtle Pay Dirt. It's an NFL red zone type environment that they're doing every week and going live to games on big plays. So get on the app and check it out.
Mason Thomas getting the kicking duties this time. Kicks it to Jake Mitchell, and he's drugged down by number 13, Mason Thomas, and number 11, Case Taylor. That wasn't a bad kick for the freshman, Mason Thomas. So Coach Beller's got some options there. More of a pooch kick, high, one of those kicks that you want to get more hang time and allow your defense to get down there. Pawnee will take over at the 34-yard line. 9:27 left to go. Warriors with their second group of defense in. Looks like 28. Jake Coles in at that outside backer position. Jake Mitchell hands off to number 15. He breaks some tackles before Case Taylor comes back and takes him down. Jacob Warnock with the strong running gives him a first down after a 12-yard gain.
Good strong run. Coach is yelling wrap up. He had about 6 guys in the backfield on him, was able to break free and pick up about 10 or 15 right there. So,
they hit him hard.
Yeah, hit him hard, but young Warrior D needs to learn to wrap up.
Number 24, Hudson Howard in at the linebacker position as well. Fumble on the play. Baylor Haynes is in the area. It's still loose.
We got it.
And the official is saying that the Warriors have recovered. Let's see who comes up with it under the pile.
Near the 47-yard line of the Black Bears.
Looks like Jackson Hendricks with the recovery.
So I'm going to go back into QB.
Yeah, you give me that touchdown again. Warriors recover at the 47-yard line of Pawnee. 8:56 to go.
Got a little different look tonight. Got coaches black with the gray khakis, or not really gray khakis, but gray dress pants.
Yeah.
Cheerleaders in the white uniforms.
And touching all color schemes that the Warriors have, right?
It's a different look from what we've had around here.
Warriors come out in the spread. Hendricks at quarterback. Looks like they have Case Taylor in at the running back position now. Tatum Wilk and Jake Coles down at the bottom of the screen. Handoff goes to Case, and he is wrapped up by number 45, J.W. Buchanan, and number 62, Camden McClendon. No gain on the play. Bring up second down and 10.
Little Tatum Wilk getting in there, freshman. Emmett's little brother that graduated last year, QB last year, and he's getting some reps tonight. Look forward to seeing him and what he has to come here in the future.
Jacob Jones and Cole Beller, receivers at the top. They bring in Nate Roberts, freshman. Looks like him and Wilk might be changing positions on each play. Hendricks takes the snap, hands it off to number 24, Hudson Howard. That kid can fly. He gets to the outside. He's down at the 20. He's looking to get to the end zone.
Good run.
Down at the inside the 10.
Freshman's got a little speed, TJ.
Yeah, very fast. He
hit that edge and was gone.
He played basketball last year as an 8th grader and turned the ball over. And before the kid get to half court, he'd outran him all the way down there. It's like, I knew he was going to catch him. That guy can go. Very fast, very strong. Loves the weight room. Big run by the freshman running back brings it first and goal for the Warriors. Number 84 now, Jeffrey Osborne in the game at the receiver spot. Mason Thomas, freshman, in the slot. And it looks like there might be some movement. Oh, we got to delay a game. Got the play in a little late, it looks like.
Is for delay of game.
That'll back him up 5 yards. Coach bringing in some new linemen as well. Benton Johnson is in the game at the right tackle position. Number 68, Ethan Clark at the right tackle. Wyatt Denton, and we don't have a 75 on the roster. I get Coach Beller to update this thing.
Yeah, I think we were looking for him earlier, weren't we?
Yeah, I think so. Rounding out the line. Hendricks takes the snap. Hands it off to Howard. He's met in the backfield. Number 15, Jacob Warnock, was able to stop him along with number 25, J.W. Buchanan. Warriors taking their time on this drive.
Good crowd tonight, TJ. Week one. You know, Warriors always pack the stands, but it's good to be back. Good to be back in the press box here and seeing a packed house.
Started really warm, and they're able to, as the evening has approached, the weather has improved greatly. Howard makes some guys miss, does a spin move. Now he's cutting it back to the left. He's got some room to run. Does he have the egg? Cuts back up into the goal line. Touchdown!
2 big runs by Mr. Howard.
17-yard run by Hudson Howard, where he ran about 100 yards laterally. Number 24, Hudson Howard. Makes the score 41-6. Washington Warriors. Looks like the Warriors are going to go for 2. Hayden Milner was out there for some reason. Maybe he thought they were going with the extra point. He might have to. Hey, Hudson, you got to get back out here. We know you ran 150 yards just now. You just have to get back in here. They might call a timeout here. That's what they're going to do. We'll take one with them. You're watching Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Give you a free quote for your network wiring. Are your computers outdated? Are your servers slow? Is your network underperforming? Is your wireless network weak? Let Versatile Networks come in and assess the situation and get you back up and running the way you should be. Call Versatile Networks today at 405-217-0267 or visit versatilenetworks.com for more information.
The pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Score that perfect design at Touchdown Graphics just north of the curve in Pond Creek. They offer screen printing and embroidery on t-shirts, shorts, hoodies, and more. Show your spirit for your school, team, club, or special event with a custom design from Touchdown Graphics. Call 580-532-4579 or see them online at touchdowngraphics.com. Touchdown Graphics. It's good.
Welcome back to Reed Field. The Warriors are out in their 2-point conversion set. 41-6 right now. 7:10 to go in the game. Hudson Howard with the 17-yard touchdown run to set up this 2-point conversion attempt. Hendricks takes the snap. He's looking for the slant route to Nate Roberts, and it is
overthrown just a hair.
Just a little bit overthrown. So Nate Roberts, a big freshman. Brother, like we talked about before, brother plays tight end at North Texas. Talented freshman group that's coming up in the football ranks as well. With that, we'll take another quick timeout. You're watching Warrior Football on Squirtle app and WashingtonWarriors.tv.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
When it comes to cellular service, why pay for data you don't use? Pioneer Cellular offers a variety of plans designed to give you the lowest prices on the data you and the others on your plan really need. That's why people all over are switching.
Welcome back to Reed Field. Warriors lead 41-6 with 7:10 left to go in the ball game. 2-point conversion failed. Set to kick.
Pretty couple impressive drives, though, by this younger bunch. That first drive got knocked around a little bit.
Yeah.
Pawnee had their ears pinned back.
Right, they still had some of their ones.
Got settled in a little bit and was able to come up with 2 scores here for this Warrior O.
Number 13, Mason Thomas, set to kick. Back to return is number 1, Colby Novotny for the Black Bears. Nice kickoff by Mason Thomas. Novotny catches it at the 10, bringing it up the right side, and he is brought down. Number 28 for the Warriors, Jake Coles. Jake Cole's an incredible story, too. When I first got here 7 years ago, he had just had hip surgery.
Yeah, that's my memory of him growing up with this bunch. It was him on crutches.
Yeah.
So, he's came a long ways, made a good recovery and come back and, getting some playing time here on this varsity O.
Yeah,
Indeed.
great kid, and it's good to see him make some plays. Pawnee has the ball on their own 19-yard line. 7:04 left to go. Warriors up 41-6. Mason Thomas runs out late. They hand the ball off to number 15. He makes a guy miss. That is Jacob Warnock. Number 28, Jake Coles again with the tackle. 13, Mason Thomas cleans it up.
We've talked about this freshman bunch, TJ. Well, freshman last year, but sophomore bunch coming up. You had Cage Morris, Coles, Major Cantrell. All these guys have kind of gelled together over the years, and I've been looking forward to them to step foot on this field, and you've seen it tonight.
Bad snap makes the new quarterback, number 21, Luke Mitchell, have to jump on the ball. And lots of yardage lost on the play there.
Also, you got Baylor Haynes in that bunch. All these kids have grown up playing together, and it's good seeing them at the varsity level out here, and making big plays.
You start feeling old when you think about,
Start feeling old. We are old. Buddy.
Oh, that's right. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Washington up 41-6. 3rd down and 15 for the Black Bears. 21, Luke Mitchell, takes the snap and just tries to run it up the middle, and now it's just a scrum. The Warriors are able to push him backwards. For no yards, it'll be 4th down.
48, Wyatt Wilk running back in there, and also 50, he's been playing all night, but Spalding.
Yeah. Looks like they're bringing in Blake Linder and Cody Dennis. Put on the line. For the special teams play. Number 31, Tanner Olson running off now they don't know who's supposed to be on the field. You get these different position groups in, and then you don't know who's supposed to be in, who's supposed to be out. So they're going to have to call a timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Pioneer. Pioneer Cellular can save you money on your family plan, no matter how you define family. Do the math. Visit our website at gopioneer.com, call us at 800-641-2732, or stop by a local Pioneer store. Find out how much we can save you.
Great Plains Land Company came together out of a desire to return to what a land company should be, a client-centered organization as passionate about the land as you are. Land is not something we deal with from 8 to 5. Land is truly our passion. Whether you are looking for your dream property or listing a property, you need an experienced land specialist working for you. We invite you to call our Great Plains Land team today at 405-761-4808.
Welcome back to Reed Field. Pawnee set to punt, number 44 for the Black Bears. Westland Brewer. No one back to receive the punt for the Warriors. Nice punt by the kicker. Takes a Pawnee bounce. Rolls to about the 46-yard line of Washington. and that's where they'll take over. 5:02 left to go in the ballgame.
TJ, you got to give another shout out to our camera guy up there tonight. First timer, and he's done a heck of a job.
Tell you what,
tonight.
that Hudson Horton run, that was some really good
that.
stuff. I told him to keep it simple at first, and keep it wide. And I go, as you start getting used to it, maybe you can get cute with it. And he got pretty cute with that. Was able to get that run on film like that. That's going to be good. I told him I'm going to do some watching film with him, so I'm going to coach him up a little bit and see what that looks like.
You get a first-time camera guy out there.
Oh man,
never been up there.
You know when they found out they were going to do it? They found out yesterday. So they did a great job of stepping in tonight. So very proud to have them on staff. Freshman Nate Roberts comes in at the quarterback spot. Hudson Horton still in at the running back. They send Cole Beller in motion. They hand it off to Cole Beller. He's got a lot of room to run. He's at the 50. Cuts it back up. Now at the 40. Makes some guys miss. Brought down at the 38-yard line. Oh, we're getting a little chippy.
Good run by Cole Beller, though.
Jake Cole's in the middle of the chippiness.
Was able to flip it to him and got to the edge.
We'll see what the call is. Oh, he got a face mask. Let's see. Who's it against? Looks like it's against Pawnee. Jake Coles wouldn't have instigated anything like that, would he?
Surely not.
Nah, too good of a kid. 15-yard penalty. Moves the ball to the 23-yard line of the Black Bears.
Looking fresh today, too. I saw a picture of him. Had the
curls going?
Had the Wranglers, belt buckle.
I think a lot of the sophomores were wearing jean shorts to school today, so I don't know if he was one of them, but I think that was their theme. Seniors were wearing cowboy hats, and the sophomores wearing jean shorts. First down and 10 with 4:34 to go in the game. Roberts takes the snap, hands it off to Howard. Howard's going to the right. Brought down by number 64 for the Black Bears.
Got another
Elijah Echohawk
in the area of
and
holding.
Caleb Leading Fox. Looks like there will be a holding penalty on this young offensive line of the Warriors. That'll back them up 10 yards. Bring up 1st and 20. Yeah, there's a lot of talent at all grade levels here for the Warriors. It's fun to watch these freshmen come out and perform. We talked about the sophomores and juniors as well. And, of course, the seniors doing a great job of leading by example. Skill position players all over the place. Roberts getting the call from the sideline. Letting the clock tick before making the snap. Hands it off to number 29. Spin move by Lucas Witcher. Nice run by the freshman running back. Parents, good parents, friends of my wife. Shout out to my wife watching from home. She did a lot of stuff this week for me. Had a basketball tailgate party. She helped clean up for it. Getting all this stuff ready for Squirtle at the last minute. She's been doing a great job for us. But her friends, Jessica Wilkerson and Chris Wilkerson, that's their kid. Good to see him get a carry on the field tonight. 3:13 to go in the game. Warriors lead 41-6 against the number 7 ranked team in Class A. Roberts takes the snap, hands it off to Witcher. Makes the guy miss for being tackled again by number 64, Elijah Echohawk, and number 70, Connor McClendon. 2-yard gain will make it 3rd down and 14 for the Warriors. Next week, Sulphur, we'll have to try to get that score. Maybe we can get that. Can you look up the total score? Total Sulphur. 28-0 is what we heard from the press box. 28-0. Tuttle was really good looking last week when we went and scrimmaged them. Big body. They're ranked number 1 for a reason. Purcell's losing 24-0 to Lone Grove. Roberts takes the snap. He's going to keep it on the zone read. Cuts it up the middle. Now he's cutting back to the right. He's at the 10. He's going to try to get to the corner. Touchdown.
Got a flag down, though.
Got a couple of flags. It looked like holding, probably on both accounts. You got some scores? Or are you looking? 34-0 Lone Grove over Purcell. A loaded class this year for 2A. Metro Christian obviously back-to-back champs and return their starting quarterback. Jones returns a quarterback that signed with Iowa. Beggs is still going to be pretty good. OCS is good. So loaded class. Warriors are talented as well. Coach Beller preaching taking it day by day, not trying to rest on last year's laurels. Because you don't just show up on December 10th at the state championship game. Handoff goes to Witcher.
Handoff to Witcher up the middle.
No gain on the play. We'll bring up 4th down. A minute and 28 seconds left to go in the ballgame.
Well, that's another thing too, TJ. You've got a young team this year. You know, got a couple returning seniors from last year, but most of these guys are pretty young. You know, you're fighting in a tough class this year. This is not going to be just a knockout year where you just blow people out of the water. They're going to be in some tight games coming down the stretch and ahead of them. And it's going to be one of those seasons that, you know, like you said, Coach Beller said, you're going to have to take it day by day and just play game by game and step up.
We saw at the beginning of the first quarter, Pawnee was able to do some things that hurt the Warriors. They made their adjustments and settled in and locked them down defensively. Warriors are going to go for it on 4th down, assume it's just going to be a handoff, and it is to Witcher. Witcher cuts it back towards the middle. Make sure he holds the ball as high as he can. Tackled by Elijah Echohawk and Caleb Leading Fox.
And the Black Bears will take over.
Black Bears will take over with 39 seconds left at their own 35-yard line. But yeah, OCS is a team that went 11-1 last year. Marlowe returns a lot of starters, so it is not guaranteed to get there. The guys are going to have to work every day and keep their minds right and listen to their coaches.
Is it OCS or CCS that has the big kid that signed at Texas Tech or?
CCS does.
CCS, yeah.
Yep, Community Christian. So and they're a much improved team, 10-3 last year. And so, and they got a lot of players back. So, yeah, this is interesting. Looks like some of the receivers, Coach Dom in the booth said we got some guys on the headsets. I wonder, look like they're playing Call of Duty headsets on the sidelines.
Oh, I'm sure all of them are pretty good at that.
39 seconds left. Pawnee ready to take the snap. They hand it off to Warnock, and he pushes forward to the 40-yard line, tackled by number 5, Jax Hendricks, and number 51.
That may be it.
Oh, 52. Let's see that 50 number. Okay, Jack's coming out, Mason Thomas coming out, and the play clock is ahead of the game clock, so I don't imagine them running another play, Kyle.
Oh, they might.
Now they're heading off to the sideline.
That's going to be it.
Yep. Good win to start off the season for the Washington Warriors. 41-6 victory over number 7 ranked Pawnee. Warriors showing off newly in place passing game, Kyle.
Yep. And you had to expect that coming in, TJ, with the receiving core we had coming back and some new guys thrown in the mix. Like I said, it was a good mix of the guys coming back, but also some of those new guys stepped up and was able to show us a little bit that we haven't seen before as far as to make this receiving core better. So, you know, little different look. I'm sure coaches will go in, watch film, and like you said, good team. Sulphur coming in here next week, and it ought to be a heck of a game.
Yeah, big-time game. coming up next week. Sulphur, they got the running back from last year. He unfortunately tore his ACL, but he's been working like a dog to come back, and he's back and healthy now. And I'm sure they had a dog fight tonight against Tuttle. So they're going to come in angry next week here at Reed Field and give us the best test that we can have. And we were fortunate enough last year to go down there and get a victory, and so we'll see what happens next week. But like you said, Warriors go back and watch some film, clean up some things, some stuff that you would expect from first game jitters, as far as a couple of turnovers and some penalties that you wouldn't expect. And so I'm excited to see them next week. But very excited with the Squirtle presentation too. I hope our fans enjoyed it. This is the first time we've done this since we've been here. And so again, if you have an opportunity to advertise for us, feel free to go to WashingtonWarriors.tv. There is a link to advertise for your school. The Warriors do get half the revenue that's created from those advertisements. So we encourage you guys to do that. Again, a great job by the Warrior football team and the Warrior coaching staff coming away with a 41-6 victory over the number 7 ranked team in Class A, the Pawnee Black Bears. Thank you, fans, for watching, and we hope you enjoyed it. Good job, good night, and go Warriors.